was gonna say, where is everyone? Oh, they're showing up. Okay.
I just sent out the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. You're banned. Again. And of course, the moment we start, my Roll20 starts shitting the bed. That's fantastic. Why are you doing this? Why?
Because I got the invite?
No, not you. So the moment I hit the thing and say, okay, send this out, Roll20 starts shitting itself. So, game's postponed. How's it going? How's it going, everyone? The technology is fucked again. So,
Mike, what are you doing here? I said no.
I don't listen very well. And by the way, if I have loaned my router to anyone here, please let me know.
Oh, I know where it is.
Did you lose a router?
No. I asked Mike if I could borrow his router again.
Okay.
He's like, oh, yeah, sure, no problem. I got to find it first. I loaned it to someone. I'm not sure who. While he's checking, I discovered that I have his router in my garage.
You're like Kramer.
Yeah. I called him up yesterday morning and said, hey, Mike, guess what I just saw in my garage?
Oh, God. So did you still ask him to borrow it?
And still let him borrow it.
Rookie mistake. It's all right. So how are you guys doing? Mike, how's it going? How was your weekend?
Not bad.
Yeah? Did you do anything fun?
No, I worked.
Ah, boo. I didn't. I tried to find jobs, so I sent out a bunch of applications and whatnot.
Gotcha.
I have an interview tomorrow. Huh?
Oh, good luck.
Thanks. It's a preliminary phoner, but it's a agency group in Chicago, and they contacted me about 45 minutes after I sent in my applications, my resume and stuff. So they're like, "We'd like to talk."
That's
so
a good sign.
Yeah, it's a good sign. Hopefully they can get over the fact that I am a 4-hour drive away, because I have a feeling that that's going to be troublesome. Although I've heard two different things. Some people are saying that unless I can offer weekday residency to agency groups, they're not going to look at me. But other people are like, that's crazy. Talent is talent, and they'll take it wherever they can get it. We work in fucking tech after all, so we'll see. We'll see. How about you, Dan? What'd you do all weekend?
Not much. It rained all weekend here.
Wait, in Florida, it rains there?
Imagine.
Well, it's still pretty warm there, though, right?
Well, relative to y'all, sure.
Well, we had an ice storm today, but
Yeah.
But all right, well, that's cool. Gordon, what about you, bud?
Not my best week, but I'm still here. So.
Well, what happened?
Jennifer's been sick all week. She's.
I don't know.
Well, no, he just worked hard this week. Feel sorry for him. He worked 3 large commercial jobs back to back in the last 10 days, and he ain't 40 anymore.
Yeah, I'm getting too old for this shit, man.
You gotta work yourself into a management position. You sit down at a desk a lot.
I get to do that at night and on the weekends less. That's my other.
Perfect. And Chuck, I see a strange lightening effect on the outside of your image. Is this the new thing? Are you gonna put on a camera? Are we gonna finally see your face?
I don't know. It depends on how many artifacts I get tonight.
I'll tell you what. You take the lid off the camera, and we'll talk.
It's like Kiss back in the 80s.
Yeah. And then everybody told them to put their makeup back on.
Back on.
Yeah, well, if I turn the camera on, you guys will tell me to turn it right back off. I guarantee.
If we all dive back and
Oh, holy crap! What's that? What is that thing as it rings in your perfect ears?
Come on, I look like somebody gave Humpty Dumpty glasses.
Chuck, I watched the video from 2 weeks ago, and I didn't realize that nobody could see anything of me I was just like, what, a black silhouette every time?
Your
this,
head
in
pops
the
up.
dark.
You were the witness protection program player for the evening.
Exactly.
We kept waiting for the voice.
You're very similar to Doug. Doug always has a light behind him as well, and so you can't ever see Doug's face.
And well, Doug has that recliner that goes way back too. So he's like, on his best day, this is his view.
You can hear him snoring, so we know he's there.
And I think, Mike, I think you get professional lighting done prior to every Sunday when we start, because you are definitely the best evenly lit. And it's either professional lighting or a multitude of screens in front
I
of you.
do have 4 screens in front of me,
That's
but
what I wondered.
Probably just a good
it's
camera.
just the overhead
I like
light.
my lighting. It has this sort of like
Halo, yeah. Always got halo.
That's the reflection off the dome.
I powdered it. It should be okay.
I
A little
would be
talcum.
online more, but I'd have to dress more appropriately, and it's Sunday, so.
So that's just not allowed.
That's not going to happen.
Hey, you guys don't even know if I have pants on. So.
Now, I've changed the angle of my camera. You don't even see Cosray anymore right now. So.
Oh no!
That's the whole reason we want to see your picture. It's not you.
I miss Cosray.
She's
All
over
right, so I got a text from Meadow. It says it's going to be 10 minutes. So I'm assuming he's going to show up in 2 minutes. Are we missing anybody else? I'm trying to think. No. We're good.
Kind of important we have the paladin for the fight with a vampire, though.
Yeah, well, so that's an interesting point of view. Frankly, he should be here. But so as we sort of like go back, and it's been a couple of weeks since we played 18, but last time, and I'll go ahead and switch us over. I didn't want Don wandering around in my dungeons.
Hey.
I know he's done it before.
Oh, he just logs in as you and then just goes through all of them anyway.
Yeah.
You can't stop him.
He just logs in as me. Damn it. Foiled again. Last time you guys came from up from the north in that little jail area, and you'd run into first you'd run into a couple of raids, but you kind of Lothar came in with the channels, and you guys have enough magic weapons and stuff like that. You kind of made relatively short work of them, although there were some issues. But then you guys realized that you had awoken what looked to be maybe even a half dozen vampire spawns that just came trucking out of there. They were all over the walls. They were all over everywhere. It was a pretty tough fight. You guys prevailed, followed their gaseous forms back to their little hubby holes, and Gato, I believe, was primary among the staking and beheading of the now dormant spawns as they tried to recoup their hit points and get back in the game.
Always like to do that.
You guys got to be sure. So I think you still have their heads in a bag, yeah?
In our head bag.
Gato, did you leave the heads there, or did you bring the heads with you?
I think we do have them.
Okay, I was going to say, you guys, every party has to have a head bag.
Yep.
One thing you did recognize, Gato, and told everybody else is that these guys didn't have proper coffins, but instead they were sort of like these piles of grave dirt that they
grave dirt,
and it wasn't. They didn't have proper coffins or any sort of sepulchres or anything like that.
Well, it's because they were spawned. They weren't true vampires. Once you graduate to vampire, then you get a real coffin.
Then you get a real coffin. Yeah, it's just your promotion. It's like getting a gold watch when you're retired. So then you guys checked out the doors to the south and came downstairs into a room that was set up. And let me make sure I have. Let me just go back there and take a look at at what's there. Hold on just a second. It was what it basically was is a large torture chamber, a fairly large hall, but it had several tables, various implements of torture, the smell of blood, coppery smell of blood in the air. You did not see much until, except for a couple of babaus that sort of popped in and started fighting you guys, which you guys are familiar with the babaus and were able to dispatch them pretty quickly. And then you found a guy whose name is Adrian. You found him in this other room that was covered in bookshelves, a plush carpet on the floor. And this guy was sort of laying over in the corner. You first thought he was dead because you'd seen several dead crusaders, some of which had been drained of blood, and some of which who had been tortured to death. You were able to revive him. Lothar came in there and did some healing on him, and he basically told the story of a creature named Therok, which he calls Therok, which you kind of cut out of him is the main vampire. After some back and forth, you guys came to realize that potentially you guys have not seen him yet. That made Adrian pretty fearful. He talked that he was quite upset. Between crying and raving a little bit, it was obvious that this guy had been put through some pretty significant torture. He'd been bled nearly dry. He still has that very pale look of somebody who has been drained nearly entirely by a vampire. But he's very erratic, nervous, emotionally unstable. After which you guys feel is probably par for the course for this case. But he does talk about how he had been here for, I believe he thinks maybe 3 or 4 weeks, and had seen several Crusaders be killed, some of them by this Therok creature that he's talking about, some of them by the Babao, some of them by the spawns, various kinds of things that they've been just, there had been a lot more, and he thinks he might be the last one. And that's where we start tonight. So you guys are in this room. You guys have searched the surrounding rooms, the ones near where Gatto and Farina are to the south, which are basically storerooms. The one to the west, which, hold on a second. The one to the west, which is also another storeroom, has a bit of, in this case, it has other implements of torture, various kinds of supplies, salt water, in buckets, that kind of thing, for cleaning and stuff like that. Knife sharpening equipment, stuff like that. Nothing that would lead you to believe, this room that you're in right now, it's almost like a study. Like I said, there's a desk, table, there's bookshelves, carpet on the floor. It's opulence, too strong a word, but it's quite nice, frankly. Now you looked. I know that that Bartos took the opportunity to look through some of the books and found a couple of things, but nothing of magical. Nothing that radiated magic, as far as I recall. Is that accurate, Bartos? I'm going to say that yes, it is.
Yes. I don't know why Gordon sounds like a woman right now, but
although there are a lot of books, from a collector standpoint. There are a lot of books. Most of these books represent history books dating back to the First Mendevian Crusade, the days of ancient Sarkoris. There is also a lot of books about the Outer Planes. And Mike
jumping on that stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty significant. There's about 300 books in all, and your guess is that they're worth more than a couple of grand. This is a pretty significant library for being found in the bottom of this citadel.
Bartos will stuff all those in the
bag of holding.
You gonna take them all?
Yep.
Okay. So you just do it. What else are the rest? So what are the rest of you guys doing? Is Matt here yet?
No.
Not yet. Okay. All right. So what are the rest of you guys doing? You guys aren't in combat anymore.
So you say.
Well, we've dropped out of initiative. You guys are kind of like hucking around, but obviously in Lothar, this is mostly. You have been sort of tending to this wounded Crusader. He's a mess. Beyond his physical infirmities, which he's been practically drained entirely of blood. So he's, you try and get him up on his feet, and he practically collapses into your arms. He's also just an emotional wreck from the things that he's seen and the creatures, the torture that he's had to go, he's undergone.
Unspeakables.
Hello.
Hey,
there's Matt.
Matt's here.
Family.
Last one thing I'll do while they're talking to this guy is go ahead and these other 3 rooms we've been in. I'm going to go ahead and search for secret doors. I don't expect to find any, but I do want to give a good look.
Okay. Go ahead and Give me those rolls when you get a moment.
Okay. Room 1,
Okay.
2, and 3.
Okay, perfect. And what about the rest of you? Okay, on those 3 perception checks, those are +2s, you do not find any secret doors in those rooms.
Okay.
Storm and I are just kind of standing guard and just watching.
Okay, where's Storm sort of just in the middle of the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she can get to anywhere.
What about you, Farina? What are you doing?
Really interested in vampires or anything of the like. I'm just counting minutes till we're ready to move on.
Okay. Death Smoocher, what about you?
Just guarding those 2 doors in case anything comes through.
Well, there's a period where Gato actually goes back in them, so he's back in there, kind of noodling around. All right, Bardos and
the 2 to the south. I meant the ones we have.
Yeah. He goes through all 3. He goes.
I went through all 3. I'm just looking around.
What about you, Bardos? What about you're in there with Flashheart, sort of in this room now? I know you're taking the books and putting them in. You have some sort of portable hole or handy haversack or something like that can hold that many books.
What are we doing with this guy?
It's Lothar's call.
Oh.
Yeah, at this point, I'm trying to see.
I think we should ask the intelligence sword to see if we can trust him. Then we can see who's a liar.
Unless they're both liars.
Did you heal him, Chuck?
Yeah.
He did. So he's got hold on a second.
I'm trying to tend to him and see if there's any way that he's going to be of any use. But my guess on that is going to be no.
I cast detect evil on him, right? We found that he was
not evil.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's not evil.
Pretty sure we did that last time. I just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah, I mean,
smart ass, but not. We're not considering him as a bad guy.
Even a quick conversation with him will reveal that he's part of so there's a lot. So you understand sort of the nature of the Crusaders in this place. Like the bulk of the Crusaders, especially in the cities and the large battles, are Mendevian forces. But you also have this call that goes out, like the Crusades on this planet, where you have these guys, basically noblemen or various condottieri captains who would basically get 20 guys, 40 guys, something like that, call themselves captain or colonel, and then go to where the fighting was. And so this guy, as you talk to him, Flashheart, and you kind of like ask him a few pointed questions, he will tell you that he was part of one of these sort of like smaller groups that tend to be sort of unaligned with the more formal efforts like what you guys participated in Canebras, and under the Queen's rubric. But they kind of just
we
go
consider
into
them as auxiliaries, basically.
Yeah, well, kind of auxiliaries, but more like raiders, right? So they're going out there. They show up on the border of the world wound. They know that this is where the fighting is, so they go in. They do some raids. They're looking to do good and maybe get some loot and then pull back out. And this guy is part of that kind of crew. But they were, they had been, raiding sort of on the eastern frontier of the world wound and got busted, captured, and brought here to Drezen. And that's when a lot of their problems began to manifest themselves, as problems like that do. But yeah, so there's big Crusader armies like the Queen of Mendev's army, the Canebrian forces. These are formal organizations, but there's a lot of informal sort of not mercenaries because they don't really get paid, but yeah, sort of like these like random guys who just like show up. Sometimes a charismatic leader or a particular set of circumstances will weld several of these groups together, but more often than not, they're just out there sort of like, wild assing around.
So these are like well-armed, well-equipped vigilantes, basically? Kind
of, yeah. Except for that, it's like they've come to the world wound because, they're probably good aligned guys. They're stuck in their homes in the river kingdoms or in, wherever. And they're like, they want action. They want to get out there and swing a sword, do some good and fighting demons in the World Wound sounds like a great thing. And plus, these guys who are recruiting them are probably saying, hey, there's tons of treasure. It's, gems just ripe for the picking in the sands of the World Wound. You can go out there.
Yeah, it's real easy.
Yeah, the theory is they join up with these organizations. They go out to the World Wound. They kick a little bit of ass. They come back home with bags full of gems and magic items, and they set themselves up as local lords and knights, and their future is assured. It's a very attractive proposition to the young and the dumb. Makes sense? And this guy was probably one of those kind of guys. It seems pretty clear that he was part of an organization like that. So Lothar, what do you think? What are you going to do with this guy?
Well, it doesn't seem like he's going to be of any use whatsoever, even if we were able to arm him and armor him. So I think at this point, if our destination is to go south in search of this vampire lord, we probably need to find some place to secure him that he won't freak out and come back and get him after it's over.
Okay.
Can we just leave him on the toilet where he is?
Send somebody down for him.
He's probably not going to be all together cool with that. He's been trapped in this room as a victim of this Therop guy for a long time. Several days at least, where he's basically been getting tortured and drunk from more or less constantly.
Does he know where the guy is?
He thought he was like he was here. He was just here.
So he could be in the room, and vampires are invisible.
Well, they can't go invisible. They can gaseous form, but that can in bright light you can see that. You can see gaseous form. Of course, who knows what kind of magic items he has.
I'll set Otto on a trek around the perimeter.
Okay.
See if he smells any recent nasty death scent. I'll try to explain what we're looking for. And
all right, sort of show me the places where he's going to go. Then we'll do a few perception checks.
Well,
does Siggy have scent? He might be able to help with that too, huh?
I don't know if Siggy has scent. He might.
I don't believe so. I'll check his character sheet, but I don't know that the bird.
He can't go. That's stone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The white parts are the doors.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Well, I was meaning to go through this one. Damn it.
Okay. All right. So he goes in there and he's kind of sniffing around. Give me a perception check.
And no, just for future reference, the bird doesn't have scent.
Okay.
Oh, God, here we go.
Okay. Otto does not smell anything there. Okay.
Can you try every room, Les?
Yeah, if you want. Yeah, I'm going to need a separate scent check for each separate perception check.
God, I hope so.
Okay, so that room, he doesn't smell anything. So he goes through there. Give me a quick perception check. And Mike, I sent you a message.
Yeah, can I use the macro, or do you want me to?
That room, which is like
actually, if you could just roll it and send me the result, would be better.
Okay. All right.
It's a 25, but I think that room was just a prison cell, wasn't it?
It was. So this is a storage area for torture equipment and stuff like that. So I'm going to send you a quick. Well, I just say it. So as Otto is going into that room, he's actually in the doorway. Something he checks out. He does get a whiff of some kind of smell, but it's not in that room. It's in the room where you guys are, and it's sort of in that corner to the upper left. So Otto comes backing out by, kind of right there.
Nothing.
Vampires don't smell very good. It's not hard to smell.
Give me another perception check for Otto.
I rolled a 13.
Okay, yeah. This is very much stronger scent right there. It's definitely within 15 to 20 feet of where Otto is right now. But the smell is, he can't pinpoint it.
Otto tells me that as he backs away.
Okay, go ahead and you can roll it in the open, Mike.
And I tell everybody else, Otto's smelling something in that left corner.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
If you want, I'll go check it out.
Oh, okay. Hold your horses there, bub.
We got a problem.
I don't think you resisted.
Do I smell two evil things now?
No. Okay, so all right, so hold on, I gotta write you a message, Mike.
Okay.
Illendar has succumbed to the Candyman.
It'll never happen.
Storm doesn't have scent either, huh, Mike? Or
Nope.
Done this before.
okay,
Yeah.
couldn't remember.
Nope. Her special thing is pounce.
Okay. All right, Mike. Sent you a note. Gatto, give me a perception check.
That's a poker face there, Mike.
Yeah.
All right, Gatto, you're looking around and you see Otto kind of like backing away from the corner, and about that time you hear something up above you, kind of going across the ceiling. It's very faint, very quiet, but something was scuttling across that ceiling briefly.
How high is the ceiling?
About 15, 18 feet up.
Okay. You ready?
Sure. All right. As a surprise round, Mike, you want to tell him?
Storm pretty much. I would assume you'd see a little mechanical. Illendar gets a little mechanical-ish, if anyone's paying attention. But then Storm turns around and tears into Otto.
Oh, poor Otto.
So an 18, a 21, and a 26.
That's a lot of damage there, Mike.
Yeah.
Did they all hit?
I'm looking.
Probably.
At least the last two.
At least the last two, I would think.
No, he's got a 25.
No, the last one hit.
Just the last one? Cool.
Yep.
Nice.
So, Farina, you're looking over there, and you see Storm just kind of whirl around and just like pounce on top of Otto, and Otto's like, "Whoa, dude!" And then she raised blood. So let's go ahead and roll for initiative, shall we?
If we must.
I did tell everybody that Otto sent something in the corner. Gatto, did you say anything about what's on the ceiling?
I'm about to. Once I detected him before I could do anything, that's when Storm attacked.
Not good to be on the biting end of Storm's attack.
No, sir. Or ma'am, in the case, maybe. Okay.
Well, I'm sure Otto deserved it. I'm not arguing with the dragon.
Okay. Other Matt?
I don't think so.
Lothar, I got yours. Gatto, I got yours. I need Matt and Gordon and Jennifer.
Initiative roll?
Yes, please.
Okay. Yeah, a decent one for once.
Okay.
5, 8, 6.
So now, if Otto runs to attack of opportunity, does Storm have reach too?
No.
I don't think so. So who?
23 is Farina. Bardos is 22.
Okay. Wow, that's solid rolls for you guys.
That's good for
They are kind of freaked out right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Farina and Bardos, top of the order. What are you guys going to do? Bardos, you're in the other room. That door is open. So you may or may not, as you were kind of collecting the books and packing things up, you may or may not have seen that. You probably would have heard it because Otto would have made a fair amount of noise.
Did Farina said something? Did you say something? What did you say?
I said that Otto senses something over above him in the left corner.
All right, so you were probably paying attention out that doorway, although I don't know if you would have come out yet.
Okay, you want to go?
So, what are these rules of a full-blown retreat that you don't get an attack of opportunity?
So, so full withdraw is, hold on a second. You have to, if I recall correctly, you have to move the entire, you can move up
You have to run straight away.
Is it straight?
What's that?
Basically,
Well,
the only
away.
path Otto has is up north.
Your first
First
movement has to be away from the creature, and you have to continue that direction, right?
Okay, well, I was going to send Otto up the stairs behind Ilindar.
That would work.
That would work.
So it's a full round action. You can move up to double your speed. Is not considered threatened, so do not get an attack of opportunity.
Now, Ilindar can attack Otto as she goes by.
No, Ilindar has a ranged weapon in his hand.
Oh, what are you carrying? A bow?
A crossbow.
Crossbow.
Oh, so it's not Storm that was turned, it was you. I didn't even think about it like that.
No, it's Storm.
Is it
Is it?
Storm?
I think it is Storm.
Oh, son of a bee. Okay, wait, then I'm going to rethink that. Well, you're certainly not going over in the left corner, and you have a range, so if he moves straight right, can you do that, or can he only go back? Can he go this way?
It does not. So I'm looking at the withdrawal rules. It does not say.
I guess this is that's a endangered square right there. So
it's just withdrawing from melee combat is a full round action. You can move up to double your speed. The square you start out in is not considered threatened. Nobody gets attacks of opportunities. You can't withdraw 5-foot step. You can't do that. No attacks. Okay, so you can go in any direction as long as it's away from Storm. Storm, in this case, would not get the attack of opportunity, although Ilindar might if Ilindar was so inclined. But with a bow, he's not going to be able to do that. Yeah. So she runs through there into the other room. Okay.
And Farina, I guess, I don't know what to do. When I visually look up in that corner, do I see anything?
Give me a perception check.
It's memorized.
That's good enough there.
Yeah. My mentor's been working on me.
That's a pretty solid perception check. You do not see anything up there. But you think that maybe you hear like a little skittering noise, maybe like up there as well. Sort of
in that
up there. Yeah, sort of up. Well, sort of up just, I mean, you're kind of far away, so the noise picture is kind of blurry, but sort of in that region, sort of over there by that door.
All right,
so
Farina's going to yell and tell everybody what she thinks, that we've got bad company and something's wrong with Ilindar, and then she's going to knock her bow and point it at the floor, but in the direction of Storm and Ilindar.
I know we're playing D&D, but I hear skittering. I always think of Ripley's facehuggers wandering around in the dark.
Did you see that they have a CPAP machine that's in the shape of a face?
No, seriously?
Yeah.
I gotta have that.
I was like, that's awesome. It almost
makes
me want to have apnea. All right, so that's Farina. Bardos, what about you? You see Otto come trucking in that room, and he's wounded, and you look up and you can see Storm sort of like looking after him, and you're pretty sure it was Storm that did it to him.
Yeah. I'm going to turn to Flash Art and say, I think that vampire is climbing the walls in that other room next to us. So I'm going to give you spider climb if that's all right, so you can try to get closer to him.
Oh, thank you, Sir Lothar. I will detect and vanquish this terrible beast.
Let's hope so.
I'll take a 5-foot step after I'm done with that, and Flashheart now has spider climb.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
All right.
Where's Fletcher? Is Fletcher not in this around?
He's there. He's next to Gatto.
Yes. I'm sorry, Death Smoocher now. Apologies, Fletcher.
All right.
I was about to attack you.
Speaking of Death Smoocher, I need a fortitude save from you.
Oh, really?
Yes, I do.
Oh, joy. Where am I? Okay.
Ooh, 19. You felt some sort of like there was at first you were sort of gobsmacked by this because you felt this wave of sort of like poisonous sort of nausea and that kind of stuff kind of waved over you, and it almost rose up in your body and consecrated in your eyes, and for a moment you saw stars, and there was like sort of this black shadow coming over your eyes, but you were like kind of shook your head away and kind of like shook it off as this something hit you. No, and Gatto, nobody else saw this. But you sort of see Fletcher kind of like do one of these, like kind of steps backward. He's got a sword in his hand. He's like, oh. And you see him rubbing his eyes, and he's like looking around. You can still see Fletcher, but something just hit you in the eyes.
I let the party know that. Somebody's casting spells at me.
Oh, wait. Where's Fletcher? Is that Death Smoocher?
Yeah.
Death Smoocher.
Okay. Okay.
All right, hold on a sec.
Now, that wasn't my turn last, right? That was just save, right?
That was just a save, yeah. No, that was my turn.
What are we saving against that would have turned Ilindar? And do we have any kind of magic to reverse it? Because
Vampires control. They have charm, basically. Some kind of charm.
so how do you reverse that?
Kill a vampire.
Kill a vampire.
Oy vey.
Flashheart and Ilindar, you guys are up.
If you cast protection on evil on someone, they get another save.
Yeah, that's true.
A paladin in here would be very handy.
Well, luckily it's the paladin's turn. So Flashheart and Ilindar, what do you have? So I see Storm running in there.
If you want, you get an attack of opportunity as Storm tears into that room.
Would Flashheart do that? Storm has been a staunch ally of the party, and in many cases, in the earlier, when you guys were down in the caves, not only a staunch ally, but she has saved your bacon on several occasions. Chased off that rock.
Actually coming after me. Wow.
Has someone said that Storm attacked Otto out loud?
You were in the room.
You were in the same room.
You were in the same room when that happened.
It's a 90-pound cat screaming for its life and running.
Well, it hasn't been my turn yet, right?
Not yet.
So Ilindar has been turned, so Storm has been turned on Ilindar's behalf. That's what you were at?
I mean, all you know for sure.
That's what I'm theorizing.
Is that Storm attacked? Otto said, "I smell something." Farina says, "Otto smells something," and then Storm whirls around and attacks Otto.
And actually, you would have heard Ilindar say, basically, get Otto.
So maybe it's Otto that got turned. Yeah, Ilindar knows.
But just out of curiosity, if Storm is vanquished, he can return, right? He's an astral creature or whatever, or
he's an Eidolon. Yeah, he can come back. He's just dispatched back to his.
She's gone for a day.
Yeah,
it's not the best timing to lose her either.
Yeah, well, I can go after the vampire and see, but if somebody else has a way to get rid of Storm,
if Ilindar goes unconscious, the Eidolon goes away.
I was thinking of trying to knock Elendar unconscious, but I tend to overdo that when I try that.
Yeah, you might knock his head clean off.
Well, okay. So Flashheart, do you take the attack of opportunity?
Yeah, I'll take the attack of opportunity.
I cannot believe that you were attacking Storm. Poor Storm, who has done so much for this party.
Well, if you think about it, this does it in turns, but technically, you heard a commotion out there. Someone said that something's going on. You see the cat run in here, like obviously running from something, and Storm would be right on its tail.
Okay. That would be a roll for crit.
That hits.
But it's a crit threat.
Oh, wait. I was doing something else. Ooh, yeah, I think, that's a crit, I think.
No, it's not.
27 is not a crit. But it's a hit.
It's a hit.
With exploding die.
28 is her armor class right now.
Remind me of the exploding dice. It's been a while.
So if you
Just roll, and we'll tell you to roll again.
Yeah, when you roll damage, if you get a max damage on something, you can roll that die again and add it to it. So if you roll, I don't know what the damage.
Just roll damage.
Yeah. Just roll the damage that. Are you using
Radiance.
Radius? Yeah, radiance.
Radiance. The radius of radiance. Yes.
Okay, so that's a D8, right?
Yep.
Ooh, yeah. So all right, so you got max
Roll
damage.
another
So roll again. And 1. Okay, so
17.
Yeah, he just gets the.
Oh,
You don't add the other 8.
it's 17.
You only add the 1 from the
right.
die.
Yeah, so 17. Correct.
Okay.
So 17 points of damage to Storm. Ilendar, you felt that one.
Nope, Storm did.
Well, you,
Oh, that's it.
That figures.
Just kidding, Storm.
All right, so that was Flashheart. Well, Ilendar, what do you do? So Storm is run in there, got hit by Flashheart.
No, that was Flashheart's attack of opportunity.
Right.
Right.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so
Flashheart's turn now.
yeah. Storm
Apparently
attacks.
it knocked Storm off the trail because she missed horribly.
She missed Otto. Okay, but she's still trying to attack. Will you stop going inside the stone?
Where's she
Just
going?
Guys, this map isn't your own personal playground. I draw these lines for a reason.
Trying to strike again.
All right. So
I'm open to-
that's a 5-foot step. So you're
I don't think I hit her.
no.
Hey, Les, as long as I'm following at
Second
least
attack.
one of the instructions I'm given, I'm
Oh,
good.
right. I have a second attack. Still didn't hit her.
Yeah, I think that's
Sure.
a miss too. All right. So what was your question, Mike?
As long as I'm following at least one of the instructions I'm given, I'm good, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, both would be good.
All hail Imhotep.
This is a free action. Bardos is going to say, Flashheart, go after the vampire. You're the paladin. We'll take care of Storm.
All right. You should have told me that before I made my horrible
I'm
roll.
going to get you right there.
Well,
Okay.
Is it Illendar's turn?
Cast protection from evil on Ilendar again. He gets another save.
I'm going to get you right there, and then I'm shooting my crossbow at Lothar.
Okay. Awesome.
You said cast protection evil on Ilendar?
Now I do not have precise shot, so this is going to be at -4 from whatever it shows on the thing.
Because of the dude?
Yeah.
Because of Idrian?
Yeah.
All right. 20. 19.
So a 15 to attack.
That does not hit.
Oh, so that crossbow bolt goes clanking off of the thing. The Idrian, the Crusader who's looking on the ground, he's like looking over, he's like, what's the deal with this drow, man? And you're just like, I don't know what the deal with this drow is, but something is the deal with this drow. Because he
deal with this drow.
I mean, there was Lothar, even though he missed, there's no question that Ilendar just shot back.
It was shot at you. Yeah.
You can't trust Drow.
I've been trying to tell you
I was
guys.
going to say, he's actually tried to tell you guys that before.
All right, so that's them. Gatto, Lothar, Fletcher, the remaining players. What do you guys do? Lothar, you just got shot at. Fletcher, you just got something other than shot at. You're not sure what the heck happened, but it was ugly and it affected your eyes because your eyes are still a little blurry from the malevolence of whatever that was.
I'm going to cast Magic Circle against evil.
Okay, how far out does that go?
It is as soon as this website stops jacking up, I believe it's a 10-foot radius. But I'm trying to look up the spell. It's just moving slowly.
So does that basically act as a protection from evil from everyone inside there?
It does. It's
It
centered
does.
on me, and it's protection from evil.
So I'm inside there.
And
He is inside there.
So
if
should.
If it's 10 foot, that's you can see the orange there.
Yeah, hang on. I'm trying to look it up. My
10-foot radius. Or,
That's when you ran it.
So if it's a protection from evil, then I should get another save.
Les, what are the other radiuses that are up there? The 2 yellow ones?
I don't know. One of them is
Light spell on.
could be light
Radius.
spells. One of them's on Flash Heart, and the other one is on.
Radius.
Like Lothar, maybe.
There was a bless, I think, last time we were playing. That probably is no longer there, maybe.
No, it's on Siggy. Oh, that might have been. It's on Siggy. I think that was because Ziggy was doing was carrying a spell for you.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to take that off.
Is prayer still on?
Yes. Or it should be.
And that's coming off of you. Is that a radius, or that should be it? It should be on everybody already.
Yeah, prayer was on everybody within the radius at the time of the casting.
Right.
And so actually, based on this, if I can,
Mm-hmm.
if I do a 5-foot step and then do magic circle against evil, just because I don't know, I know that Illindar has shot at me, and I know that Storm is chasing Otto. I don't know which one of them has a problem, or if it's both.
Right now, it looks like both of us do.
Right. So
Somebody's got a problem.
if I do a 5-foot step and do magic circle against evil, it acts as a protection against evil spell for everyone inside of it. So
Correct. That
one
would.
or both of them would get another saving throw.
That's correct.
Okay. So protection from evil gives me a +2. The prayer gives me a +1. So I'm doing another one. This is going to be a +3 of whatever it shows on here.
Now it's +3
Yeah.
Yeah.
on top of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
So
effect.
18.
No effect.
My first roll was a 3 to resist him. My second roll was a 7.
I
No
think your little
effect.
drow
I
heart.
don't think you're really trying.
I'm not trying.
He's
I
feeling.
don't have the will to try.
He's thinking about Menzo Baranza and all the cool things he used to do back home. He's like, man, I'm underground again. This is my milieu. All right, so good try, Lothar, but it did not work. Gatto and Fletcher, what about you guys? You guys are out in the other room. Everybody's sort of like rushed in the room. You're not sure what's going on.
Okay, real quick perception check. Do I see anything on the ceiling? I heard something scuttering. Is it?
Go ahead and do a perception check.
I'm going to as well, Les.
Okay. 27 and 21. Boy, so Fletcher, you don't see anything, and it's because you think, oh, my eyes are still watering from whatever it was that hit me a minute ago. Gatto, you are just like bionic womaning it, looking up there. You don't see anything, but you again hear that sort of like, but now it's sort of over here, somewhere over there, but up. It's up.
Okay, I'm going to take a blind stab at this.
Okay.
I'm going to move to here and throw my throwing axe that I just got.
Okay.
It's a returning throwing axe. So when I throw it, it'll come back to my hand next time.
It'll come back to you. Okay.
I'm gonna. It'll be like a 50% miss chance because it's like blind attack.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll the attack roll and the miss chance in this right one right after the other, if you would.
Okay, so the throwing axe is plus 12.
And I want you to pick high or low before you roll.
I will.
Okay.
So for the miss chance, I'm going to roll a d6, and I'm taking high to be a hit. Okay?
Okay.
This is my first roll to hit.
Okay.
27. 5.
Okay. You throw the axe, and it just goes and comes right back here. No hit, as far as you can tell. I mean, there's no blood on it or anything.
No, wait. I rolled a 27 to hit.
Nothing seemed to impede it on its way back to you.
And a 5 was an actual hit. Maybe you misunderstood.
You guessed the wrong square.
Well, That could be a thing, but in this case, no. Yeah, it just came right back to you.
Could this thing be in gaseous form?
Okay,
guys?
whatever. Go ahead.
Hey, could this thing be in gaseous form?
The thing about gaseous form is, in a lighted situation, you can see it. I mean, you saw the gas that the other vampire spawns.
And I don't think you can cast spells in a gaseous form.
I was just curious if that's why,
He definitely wouldn't be making a clicking sound if he's in gaseous form.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, but you are rocking those perception rolls. That's why you're hearing that clicking noise.
He's playing with his
I mean,
lighter.
he's being stealthy as fuck.
Okay.
If the clicking noise is even.
Fletcher, you're up.
I'm not sure what to do.
I think we need an area of effect spell. Can you cast those?
No, I cannot.
Knock the crap out of Illandar.
You're going to the room?
That's unfortunately what I'm going to do.
Illandar's going to be a ton easier to hit than Storm is.
And he seems to be the problem.
Also easier to hit than the clicking noise things.
And obviously this is non-lethal damage if I hit.
Who are you? You're hitting Illandar?
Yes.
Okay. I want to see him. The last time you tried to non-lethal somebody, you critted him, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
That's most definitely a hit.
So what, do you just like punching him, or you hit him with your sword? Like the flat of your sword?
Flat of the sword.
I think I need to hit him with the flat of the sword. I don't think I
Okay.
can unconscious that quickly. I want to get him out quick. Hold on, just calculating. Yeah, that would be it. I didn't rage. Oh, sorry, +1.
Oh, 24
gosh.
points of non-lethal damage. Holy crap. Illandar, you're standing there and you're reload. I'm assuming you're reloading your crossbow.
Well, not yet, but I will do that
Take
next
another
round.
shot at Lothar, wherever Lothar got off to. Where did Lothar get off to?
Hiding under his bird.
I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
in the same square as the bird.
That's what that one swing did.
All right, so as you're doing that, you just get smacked off the side of the head with the flat of Fletcher's. It's a two-handed sword, right?
Yep.
Okay, just go whap.
And then I yell, snap out of it.
Your head is ringing. All right, Lothar, you did that. So Gato, you did. Yeah. All right. So any last things? All right, that's the end of round one. And what a round it was. Farina and Bardos, you guys are up.
Otto, do you see it? Do you know where it's at?
I thought I did, but evidently I don't know where it's at.
Damn it.
How tall is the ceiling in here, Les?
About 18 feet up. It's sort of curved, so it's, more in the middle is more closer to 18, 20. Toward the edges is more like 15. It's like a domed ceiling almost.
Escapes up the stairs. We'll never catch it, will we?
I don't think it's trying to escape. It's kicking our ass. I think it's trying to kick our ass.
I don't know. It's towards the stairs. Oh man, Bartos, you got a plan? Because I don't know what I'm doing either. This one's stumped me.
Adrian moves over into the corner. He's huddling down there. He's like, Theric is here! Theric is here!
They're like, no, it's just Illandar.
And then you shoot him.
He does this all the time.
Shut up, loser! Funk! What are you guys going to do? Farina? Bardos?
Us,
As far as you can tell, Storm is still trying to kill Otto.
yeah, and I'm more concerned about this vampire, but I can do color spray, which might do something, but Gato's like right underneath. If I point a cone at the ceiling, 15-foot radius cone, can I
Okay.
hitting Gato?
That's a great question.
I'd say if you're standing right next to him, it wouldn't hit him.
Look, it's a 15-foot cone.
I can move into the room if I think that would tactically.
All right, so that red thing is is your 15-foot cone. But remember, you've got to get within like 10 feet of it and shoot it, because you're shooting it. You think you're shooting it upward.
Right.
So if you were going to like shoot it up into the corner like that, kind of maybe, you'd have to be pretty close to either next to Gatto or maybe even in front of Gatto.
I'd say if you can get to within 5 feet of him, then if you're going up, you should be all right.
Yeah, if you can get within 5 feet of him and shoot it upward, I mean the cone will hit him, but it means you getting close to what is apparently a unseen vampire with spells and a high
I'll
armor.
protect you.
What's more dangerous, Storm or this vampire?
Okay, so I'm starting here. So I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go to there and do that into ceiling
Okay.
with a color spray. See if it does anything.
All right, so just shoot it up there.
Yep.
All right, hold on. Just can you move that thing?
Yep.
All right, if you want, go ahead and move that where you want it, and that'll give me a better idea. And so color spray, let's have a look at that.
It's a will save basically to see if it does anything. And he's probably 5 or more hit die, so all it would do is stun him for 1 round.
Okay,
Silent,
but
or unless he's resistant, yeah.
okay, all right. So you shoot it up there.
Yep. Or unless it misses.
Do you know what the yeah? What's the will save? What's the DC on the will save?
It's 27 for will save and instant death if they miss.
The first level scroll, so that's going to be, I think, a 16. Let me look. 16, yeah.
Okay. You don't see anything. You're not sure what happened, but you don't. I mean, you don't see any like results. As the color spray just, and you're like, Gatto, avoid your eyes. And Gatto kind of looks away as this blast of colorful energy goes shooting up into the thing, hitting the stone and that kind of thing. But I mean, you don't see any vampires. You don't hear anything. You're not sure what happened, if anything.
He doesn't drop at my feet drooling?
He does not drop at your feet.
With precise shot where Farina's standing now, can I shoot at Ilindar?
Yes,
Yep.
you can.
I'm gonna.
Although you've got 2 corners there, which is gonna give him +2 cover.
So I can pass through a friendly square and use point blank.
Yes, I think so.
But you got to worry about attacks of opportunity.
That moves through a square.
That one does not. So I can.
It does for Illindar, but he doesn't have. He's only got
Storm.
8, so he's fine.
Now this is an assumption, but Storm might be an enemy.
He might be what?
An enemy. He is attacking Otto.
But that's not a. Yeah, I mean, you're getting right up.
Oh, I know, but it's Otto and me and Fletcher, and I mean, damage will be taken. I'm gonna say, call off your beast, Drow. And then I'm going to shoot at his foot, his leg, like non-lethal.
In the leg.
You can do non-lethal with an arrow, can you?
If you've got a blunt arrow,
I
You
don't,
can,
do
yeah.
non-lethal with a bow.
I don't think I do. I guess I could hit an artery, right? I mean,
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
how does that work?
there's no such thing as non-lethal arrow, regular arrow damage.
So if you have a 6th level archer, I mean, don't they have the capacity to at least hit you below the thigh if they hit?
That's where the femoral artery is.
Below the
Like I said, the archer I played in the other campaign, he always had at least a quiver of blunt arrows,
Yeah, but I
It
don't.
worked against things that can only be hit by blunt, but it's also those can be used as non-lethal.
Yeah, okay, but I don't have that.
Since everything Fletcher did was non-lethal, if she does a little bit of lethal to knock you below 0, does that mean you die?
No.
So she could do
I
something.
would drop unconscious.
He'll fall unconscious, yeah, but he won't. He
the
won't
temporary
be
is still
bleeding out.
temporary. The only time temporary becomes lethal
Can't hit him
is
I
if
can't hit him anyway, so consider that a shot across the bow, Drow.
Wow, another arrow goes shooting in there. Ta-ting! Lothar, you're wondering if they're both trying to kill you now. Now Farina's against you too.
Oh, and then Otto. I guess Otto's going to have to fight back, I guess. It doesn't even feel right.
If Otto runs, it's a single attack. If Otto stays there, he's going to take 3 attacks next round.
Oh, just take the attack of opportunity. Where the hell am I?
I'm just going.
I'm going to take an attack. Oh, not from you because you're still holding your bow.
Yeah, I'm holding a bow. I'm holding an unloaded heavy crossbow.
All right, go ahead.
An unloaded heavy crossbow. Awesome.
Go ahead. Yeah, that'll hit.
Ooh. 13 points of damage. How's Otto faring?
He's scared and pissed off and doesn't know what the hell's going on, but he's alive.
And whereas that was a friendly square for you, it's not for Storm. So,
boy, here we go in the battle of the basement. Fletcher versus Storm. This could be problematic for everybody.
It's a game that nobody wins.
Bardos.
You know the problem with fighting in a basement? You're
What's
fighting in a basement. You guys never seen Inglourious Bastards?
Yep.
I have not seen that.
I have, but I don't remember that line.
Oh yeah, that's a great line in that movie. If you
their
haven't seen
resistance bar is in the basement there.
And I absolutely hate Quentin Tarantino. I hate everything he's ever done. His stench is on every movie he's ever touched. But that one is a good one.
I got a soft spot in my heart for Reservoir Dogs.
It's kind of great. How can you hate Kill Bill? Kill Bill is an all-time classic.
Because
Kill
the
Bill-
human body doesn't have 37 gallons of blood in it.
That's true.
Well,
It's a good point. Well, mine does, but I've been packing. All right, so Bardos, what are you going to do?
I did already. I did the color spray. I'm done.
Oh, that's right. You went before. Okay, so color spray. Farina, you shot, missed. Otto ran. All right, my turn. All right. I am everybody in the main room, which now includes Otto. Sadly, I need a will save from you.
In the main room?
In the main room, Gatto, Bardos, and Otto.
Oh,
What
I'm on the
solid-
winning side.
That's a solid one there.
Otto, come help.
I will. I'll be right there.
I'll be right there.
So Don, I think that's a bad enough roll
Wow.
for the +1.
Oh, there is a +1 from the prayer.
Oh, okay, good. That'll get you up to 7. That's probably good.
Yeah.
21. Who's that? So who got the 9 and who got the 21?
9 is Otto. Bardos is 21.
Oh, well, so Bardos saved, but in this case, since it's channeled negative energy for 12 points of damage, I think it's only half. You save for half. So 6
half,
for
yeah.
Bardos and 12 for both Otto and Gatto as a wave of black undead energy rolls over you and fills the entire room with its horrible essence.
And now is he finally visible?
No.
Must have greater invisibility, which only
Is this
lasts
like the
one.
third time in this campaign that we've been cornered with something invisible and powerful on the ceiling attacking us that we can't see, catch, or find?
No,
Yeah.
this is the 11 billionth time.
Come on.
This trope is now so old it's extinct.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of like it.
Is that you pouring another whiskey there?
Yeah, it is.
Yes, pour like 3 of them.
No, that's actually the vampire.
It's safe to do
It's a
this.
vampire pouring another whiskey.
All right, so that was me. Next up, Flashheart and Illendar.
All right. Am I able to move?
I still wonder why you guys are blaming me. It's Illendar doing all the damage to me, frankly.
Am I able to move without drawing attack opportunity from Storm and Illendar, or no?
Storm already took one.
Yeah, and as far as and Storm and Illendar, neither of them have tried to attack you.
All right. So I am going to tag off with Fletcher here.
Okay.
Try not to kill anybody permanently there, Death Smoocher.
Okay.
Strength.
And I will skitter up this wall right here. Skitter. How tall are these ceilings?
You're about 15 feet where you are.
I have plenty of room to get to the top of the ceiling.
All right, so you're on the ceiling now.
Yep.
All right.
Do I see anything before I do my next action?
Give me a perception check. All right, we're going to turn you upside down so that we remember you're on the ceiling. 15. Yeah, you don't see anything. You see Gatto and Bardos down on the ground. Otto is in the corner, kind of like shearing back. She's hurt, or he's hurt, but you don't see anything.
All right. I am going to cast Protection from Evil on myself.
Protection from Evil. Okay. Good.
You can cast it on someone else.
I will have Radiance.
You already have protection on evil from you because you were within the circle when I cast it.
Okay, so even though I left that circle, then I'm fine?
Yeah.
Okay,
I believe
never mind.
so. Wait.
No,
You
you
get a
got to
ruling?
be in the circle.
That's what I thought. I thought I had to be in a circle.
I'm sorry. Never mind.
That's why I cast it when I was out here.
Yeah, no, good call.
Cut.
Okay. I guess both me and Storm are. Even if I do one action and the other, they're both happening at the same time. Is that correct?
Correct. Unless you want to split it up. I mean, you could split it up, but you can't go up in the initiative roll. You can only go down.
Okay. I'm trying to rules lawyer this. You know what? I'm going to reload my crossbow.
I'm going to take an attack of opportunity.
Ooh, okay. Did you guys plan this out?
We did not, but I've been reading those rules lately, so I know reloading a crossbow does it.
Sneaky bastards, okay? So let me get this straight. You intentionally drew the attack of opportunity in hopes that he's going to smack you again with his sword.
I'm following what my instructions are to the letter.
I know. That's a hit. Kawap! Another brickbat.
I did not do power strike this time because I know you're close.
14 points of damage. How many you got left?
Storm disappears and Illendar falls down.
And Illendar falls down.
And Frina goes, "What the F was that?"
All right, Illendar is down. I'm just going to put the X on him. It doesn't mean he's dead. He's just unconscious.
Coup de grace!
Finish him, Fletcher. Your bloodlust is rising. I've always wanted to kill a drow. All right, cool. So you've Fletcher, you've knocked him down through an attack of opportunity. All right, so that's it for those guys. Gatto, Lothar, and Fletcher. It's now your proper turns. So Fletcher, you can finish him this round. I know that's what you want. 25 perception. He's down. You can hear him now. Now that you know what to listen for, you can hear him. He's up there over in the southwestern corner. You're pretty sure.
This corner.
Yep.
Okay. Flashheart. He's over here. I move to that location and I throw my axe again.
Okay. Go for it.
Thank you, Gatto.
It goes and comes back to your hand.
But that's where Flashheart should go.
You look at it. There's no blood on it.
But that's where Flashheart should go.
That's what you heard. That's what you heard.
It's so simple a caveman could do it.
That's what I've told him.
Roger that.
All right. Lothar, what are you doing in there? I see you came in the other room as opposed to stabilizing Ilindar. He did shoot a crossbow bolt at you, so I can understand completely your unwillingness to patch up a drow.
How badly is it? I mean, can we tell? Is Illinar
He's
just
bleeding a little. Well, did you ever actually hit him with an arrow?
No. Is he completely unconscious or?
Yeah, he just looks like battered around. He's got a bloody nose. You know, one ear is dribbling a little blood, but he's breathing. He's basically snoring.
Yeah.
He's just unconscious.
Yeah.
Gave him a concussion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Give him a swat.
I'm gonna have
Does it
quite
look
the
like
headache when
he's
you wake up.
bleeding? Does it look like he's taking bleed points for damage?
No, there's a little dribble of blood coming out of his nose and a little out of his ear. It's where Fletcher swatted him with the flat of the blade. That's what you're looking at. His face is all, well, I guess it's not really red because it's dark, but it's discolored from because he basically got smacked in the face twice by the flat of a greatsword.
Yeah. I probably got a bump on my head.
Oh yeah, he hit his head on the ground really hard when he landed too.
But I don't have any conception, no way to know how long he'll stay unconscious, right?
You do like maybe a health check on him. You know, kneel down and check him out.
Because I don't really want him waking up.
Ever?
Well, no, not ever, but
There's a quick way to do that.
You're an elf. The drows are your natural enemies.
Well, like I said, I thought about doing a coup de grace, but
shit.
As far as you know, he's in a coma.
As far as you know, I'm popping right back up.
I'm just going to.
He's breathing. That's all you know.
Oh, is it my turn? Did you say that?
Yeah. It's Lothar and Fletcher's turn.
No, it's not my turn. Sorry, I got excited.
21 points back to Otto.
Okay. And to Flashheart and Bardos if they're short any.
No, I didn't burst.
Oh, okay. She sent Siggy over to deliver.
I moved in here,
Okay.
and then I had Siggy move in here and do a maximized cure moderate on.
Nice. Okay. Otto, back in business.
Oh, thank you.
Otto is he's back up. His wounds have come together, and you see him sort of. Well, it looks like he's. What does Otto do? Does he growl? Does he hiss?
He's a purrs, and he snarls.
Snarling. He's snarling like at Gatto.
I'm snarling at Gatto?
Yeah,
Gatto's-
kind of. It's hard to tell.
How many points was that, Lothar?
21, I believe. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, Fletcheroo.
Do I see anything?
You hit him again?
No, this was a perception. Sorry.
Oh, perception check. Yeah, no, you don't see anything. You do see Otto sort of snarling in the direction of Gatto.
I'm snarling.
And you see Gatto. You saw Gatto throw that axe up into the thing, and it just went. It kind of like landed back in his hand. You don't think it hit anything though.
All right, then I'm just gonna have to wait.
All right, he's just waiting. All right, top of the order. That's the end of round 2. Top of the order, Farina and Bardos. So you guys have to figure out a couple of things. One, how do you're assuming that this guy is using greater invisibility, which is a problem. How do you get rid of that so you can get an eye on him? Because once you can get an eye on him, you can shoot him. 2, he's throwing around spells like a crazy person and channeled negative energy, as the clerics and paladins would know. That means he's got powers beyond the normal vampire.
Give me a 20-foot radius, Les.
Okay. Coming right up.
Bria's going to take her turn and bind Elindar's feet and arms and gag him. Prop him in the corner. Make sure he doesn't snuffle up his own blood.
Are you going to go by Otto? Or are you going to go by Ilindar?
I'm just going to, before I leave Ilindar in there with the toilet boy, I'm going to tie up his legs and feet.
Toilet boy. It does
You're
look
gonna
like
draw graffiti on his head too.
I'm going to gag him too because I know he talks to. I don't know the whole rules about Storm. I know, but I don't know how Storm comes back.
Actually, you have seen every morning When he wakes up, he does something and does almost like a ritual for about a minute long, and then Storm shows up after that.
But you talk when you cast your magic.
Correct, yes.
Oh, I'm just going to bind your mouth because I don't know what's going to come out of it next.
That's probably good.
So
Yeah.
I'm
Right. So you're tying him up and gagging him.
in a friendly way, although, still throwing
Let's
curses.
play.
She's
Friendly
using,
way, huh? What's the safe word?
so the friendly way, she's using clean socks as opposed to her dirty
There
socks.
you go. Like that.
I'm envisioning down the road a campfire where Ilendard says all is forgiven to Farina. No, you had to do what you had to do, but was the penis you drew on my forehead really necessary?
Yes, it was. It was necessary.
Will that be my whole turn, or can I step into Lothar's protection from evil after that, which is what I'd like to do?
Okay. It's probably a full round action for you to get him tied up and
Okay.
gagged. 6 seconds is pretty quick for you to wrap a cord around him and then jam some socks in his mouth. Now, so Bardos, what do you need? A 20-foot? The 20-foot circle around you is blue. What is it? What does it mean?
I can't move it.
It's connected to you personally.
Oh, okay. Well, it's web is what I wanted to do.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me take it off. How? I didn't know. All right. 20-foot circle. We're going to go with blue again. Circle, 20 foot. All right. See that big bad boy right there? That's your 20-foot radius circle.
Okay.
20-foot radius, right?
Yep.
Okay. So how are you going to use this?
I'm going to cast it basically from the left wall to the right wall, corner-wise, but above. So it's 10 foot above everybody.
So it's just basically covering the entire ceiling?
Yes.
Okay. Like those nets that people used to have in their dorms when I went to college.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Gotcha. All right. Cool. So web being what it is.
So even if he saves, we're still going to see him moving.
That's an excellent point. Good thinking. All right. So what is the saving throw? The DC on that? That's a reflex save.
Web is a second. Is the 17?
17. All right. 17 reef. All right. So let's just see what happens. What did I get there? Oh. All right. But even so, one of the things that we remember from web is that if the save succeeds, the creature is inside the web, but otherwise unaffected. If the save fails, the creature gains the grapple condition. The entire area of the web is considered difficult terrain. Anyone moving through the web must make a combat maneuver check or escape artist check as part of our move action with a DC equal to the spell DC, which is 17, as we just heard. So, okay. So you don't know if you got him, because nothing up there is moving right now.
No.
But it's possible.
Flashheart's got a save too, by the way, because he was up there, I think.
Oh, that's right. Flashheart, we had a reflex save for DC 17 Reef.
Is that his reflex? 29?
Don't blow this, man.
Yeah, it was mine. Natty 20 on the reflex save.
You're kidding.
That's all right. I mean, he's got a great. I figured he'd save. That's not the point, though. He can't move now. Or he can, but then we'll know where he's at, hopefully. Something.
Flashheart, you rolling the reflex?
Plus 10. Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Reflex.
Flashheart, you still there, buddy?
Oh, sorry, guys. I didn't hear that with my name attached to that reflex save. I'm doing it right
DC
now.
17 reflex save. Since you're on the ceiling, Bardos just bombed it with a
Avoid the
web. Web bomb. You could be stuck.
Okay, 1 second.
Suspense is killing me. Killing
I
me.
know. What is my reflex? Okay. Okay. Got it. Rolling. The spider climb doesn't give me any bonuses, right?
No.
But you still got the prayer.
Well, you made it. Okay, so here's the deal with saves made inside of a web. So you're not grappled. So basically you're just sort of inside the web. But the entire place now is difficult terrain, And to move at all, you have to beat the same DC 17 with either a escape artist or a CMB check.
Okay.
Okay, to move at all. Otherwise, hold on, let me check. Lost it.
Escape artist is awful, so CMB is a better choice.
Like, does the web go around like what might be the shape of a body on the ceiling?
That's what I'm going to check.
I don't know that. I mean, okay. Okay, so that's Bardos. Farina, you already did your thing. Are you coming out into the?
I mean, I can take.
Oh, yeah, no, you tied him up.
Yeah.
So he's bound. Okay, so he was going to do that, but now he's not, because that doesn't make a whole lot of sense anymore. Tactically, he is going to channel negative energy again. Boom, boom, and that wave of anti-energy comes on. I need will saves from Bardos, Lothar, Flashheart, Siggy, Otto, and hold on, I gotta check.
Are we in protection from energy? Protection from evil?
It's channeled energy, so it's negative energy. So I don't know that you would have that.
So
Hey, you
my
still get the
protection from
protection
evil
from
doesn't
save.
help, right?
Protection from evil, I don't think helps for that.
It gives you a +2 save.
+2 save, yeah. So you would get plus that, yeah, absolutely.
So 16.
16, okay. Who got the 16 amongst Bardos and Farina? Or
16 and Bardos is 21.
all right, let's see what the damage is. Flashheart got a 13. So the DC on this is 20. Let me double check that to make sure. Yeah, DC is 20. So everybody who got 20 or better gets half of this. 15. So half of that is 7. Otherwise, 15 points of negative energy damage to whoever didn't make their save. So I'm seeing Flashheart, Lothar, Otto. I think that's it.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's boom.
Yeah, I rolled a save, but I really wasn't in it, was I?
You're totally in it.
Oh, I'm in it. Okay.
Okay, so Flashheart and Illindar. Illindar, you are unconscious, so you get nothing. Flashheart, what are you doing? Now, you are surrounded by webs.
Okay. Well, unless the body shape thing that God I was looking for appeared, I'm going to scuttle. I'm going to make my attempt to scuttle across. Do I need to roll now?
You do. Remember, it's difficult terrain, so your movement rate is halved, but you need to make either an escape artist check or a CMB check against.
I'm going to make a CMB. Now, prayer does not help me in this case, right?
No, it's not a saving throw. It's more like it's a combat maneuver. Oh, you get grappled in the first. So according to the spell, creatures that fail lose their movement and become grappled in the first square of webbing that they enter.
Okay, so it'd be right here.
Gotten grappled.
So
you're
what
right.
I had to beat a 17.
It was a 17, yeah.
Did you remember the +1 for prayer?
No, I just asked about that. He said it didn't count.
This isn't a saving throw. This prayer affect skill.
Well, yes. Attacks, damage, and skill rolls too.
That would count. That would count.
Okay, then the 17.
17 is okay, so you're all right. So you can move. Boy, you pulled that. You guys pulled that one out of your ass.
Sorry, I just was reading prayer. That's why.
All right. So you are not grappled. You are crawling across picking your way across through the webs across the ceiling. You can move as if it's difficult terrain, which means you can move half your speed.
Oh, half my speed. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, right there.
Okay.
I Tarzan across. Oh.
Well, so no, you're crawling on the ceiling. You're using spider climb, as I'm assuming. It's sort of like, or either spider climb or like crawling across the webs themselves.
Either way, it's damn creepy for a paladin to be crawling across the ceiling. I think an Exorcist too creepy.
I don't know that anybody expects any less from you on this one.
The old lady in Exorcist 2 freaked me out as a kid.
Yeah,
on
she
the
was weird.
ceiling.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. So that's that. Gatto's not bleeding out, so you're just. Or I'm sorry, Ilandar's not bleeding out, so you're just sitting there. Gatto, Lothar, and Fletcher. Lothar, give me a quick knowledge religion if you have a moment. You don't see anything, Gatto.
Do I see? Okay.
Lothar, you're a little nervous. You just got hit by a negative energy thing. As a cleric, you know that you channel positive energy. If this thing is a cleric of any power, he's probably got several more of these energy charges left, and he doesn't have to go anywhere to set them off.
Yeah.
That's starting to make you a little nervous.
And there's nothing like a semantic component to it that he would have to move and give us away?
No, not really.
It does make you visible unless you've got greater invisibility.
Last,
Greater invisibility is only a limited duration spell.
Correct. 1 round per level. And I'm keeping track of the rounds, believe me.
Les,
Yes?
I'm going to make a blind attack to this square right there.
Behind you.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Okay.
Up at the ceiling.
All right. Go for it.
Up at the ceiling, but on that square.
Okay. 27. So you throw there up there, and the axe goes through a couple of webs, cuts them loose. It doesn't do much damage to the web itself. Comes back. You look at the blade. Nothing.
Should be 4 square. 2 by 2.
Nice Yukon Cornelius reference there.
Definitely.
All right, I'm
Yay.
going to move to here,
Okay.
and I'm going to burst to harm undead.
Ooh, solid. All right. What is the DC on that?
17.
17. All right. Hold on. Let me check and see what his will is.
It's is it a will save?
It's a will save, yeah. I believe, yeah.
Well, you have been using it here lately, I think.
Yeah, it's will save.
Okay.
Ooh, he did not get
So
it.
10 points of damage.
Okay.
Do we hear anything? Does he go, ouch?
You can't see his health bar.
You know what that reminds me of? Is the article I read about these cops were trying to find. They had got a burglary call, and they were in the house, and they couldn't find the guy. So one of the cops yells out, "Marco!" And from like one of the closets upstairs, you hear "Polo," and they went and got him. He was a burglar. I'm like, man, that's habit. All
They
right.
actually highlighted that on a radio program that they have here.
Do they really?
Yeah, because
Did
they
that happen in Texas?
no, but it's a radio show called Stupider Than George, and it highlights really stupid criminals, and that was one of them.
Oh, man. Polo yells out. That's awesome. All right. So, Lothar, you don't know if you hit him or not. But you know, if he's in this room, you hit him with positive energy.
Right.
So now it becomes a clerical duel.
Wait, did I get positive energy back? Or
No,
do
I
get
didn't.
points back?
I
No,
didn't
it was for against undead. Fletcher, what are you doing with your 30?
That was another perception roll.
Perception roll. So you're looking up into the web, and when Lothar sort of like he does this sort of like and you can see sort of that pressure wave of energy kind of release from it. It doesn't affect you, but you see it sort of rise up into the web, and you do see it looks like directly above Gatto. Something moved, something joggled that thing there, and you're not sure what it was, but the web moved in a way that didn't seem natural.
I holler out to the rest of the party.
Literally above him.
I yell out to the rest of the party, I think he's right above Gatto. And
Okay.
I am going to run across the room to here. Well, walk across. I don't have to run.
Okay, to the doorway, that open doorway.
Yeah, I just want to be closer in case he comes down and I get a chance to attack him.
Okay. All right. Lothar went. Fletcher went. Gatto went. All right. Top of the order. That was the end of round 4, by the way. Farina and Bardos. You guys just heard Fletcher say, "I think I see him. He's up there, right above Gatto." And then you see Fletcher kind of and runs over there.
I'm gonna do an enlarged person on Fletcher.
Do you have to touch him?
No.
Really? Okay.
Range.
Well, since you're in the doorway, all of a sudden Fletcher, you're like, "Oh no, I'm stuck." I'm going to assume you're a little bit outside of the doorway to accommodate this. Yes, yes.
Well, if given a choice, I might go the other way.
Do you want to go to the other room?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen what's happened with the negative energy. I can step through the doorway.
Yeah, you can squeeze through. Now, if you stay in the doorway, you would be under squeeze rules. You would be crunched down and kind of like it's harder to fight. But yeah, you could be bigger.
Okay.
All right. And then Bardos, you're heading up the stairs. Bardos, you're heading up the stairs after you hit him with that enlarge?
Yep. Sorry. It seems like you guys can't hear me when I talk a lot. Yeah, is there anything going on up there at the stairs?
No, there's that dead babao is sitting there sort of, sautéing itself in its own acid. But no, there's nothing going on as far as you can see up in the room, in those prison areas that you came out of.
Okay, I'm done.
All right, Farina, what about you?
Oh my goodness. Farina's going to tell her poor betrodden cat to get its ass back in here because it can do nothing out there.
Okay.
Let me know if Ilindar starts to wake.
Okay.
And then I have no idea what this is going to do, but it's like the only thing I really feel like I have. I'm going to cast Ice Slick on the ceiling above Gatto. Now, how you want to interpret what Ice Slick will do to a web, I don't know.
Okay. Let's take a look at what Ice Slick is from a spell cruise. So Ice Slick, you create a blast of intense cold, coating surfaces with an area of ice. Any creature in the area when the spell is cast takes D6 cold plus 1 point of caster level, maximum of 10, and falls prone. So it makes it slippery.
I think he would lose his grip.
Creatures that succeeded a reflex save take half damage and don't fall. Spell resistance applies. And then there's a bunch of like, how do you walk through it? All right. So where are you doing it? Directly above Gatto?
Yeah, I'm going to center the 5 foot on Gatto's head.
Okay. So, all right. So it is
on the ceiling. Yeah.
How big?
Big on my head.
Sorry, Gatto.
So it is what's the size of it? Hold on.
5 foot radius, so 10 foot diameter.
10 foot diameter. All right. So let's get some of that. So we are going to use purple. You say 5 foot radius?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So you should be able to move that. That purple circle is your ice slick. Just tell me where you want to put it.
On the ceiling.
Right on the ceiling, right there. Okay, so theoretically, I would have to make a reflex save. Do we know the DC on that?
DC is 2nd level spell. So that's going to be a 16.
Okay, so let me read that again. Half damage, don't fall prone. Okay.
So he'd keep a grip.
He would keep a grip, but it would so that is the cold damage?
But you can only max at 10, so you get 5.
No, it's max 10 bonus. So it's D6 plus more than plus
okay.
Your spell level, but it stops at 10. So it's 11, but if I get half damage, it would be 5.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I will make the appropriate arrangements as needed.
So is that like double difficult terrain?
Well, I mean, so here's the thing: the guy is up on the if in fact the guy is up on the ceiling, he's invisible.
Negative save for that. That's really for. I mean, if you're clinging to a ceiling and you get ice stuck onto it, it's got to be something.
Unless he's already encumbered, which we don't know.
Well, so the web doesn't make him any worse for wear from reflex saves like that because he's not grappled. He made a save there. So theoretically, I mean, he might be just a little bit off. He might be able to keep his balance, scooch a few inches this way or that. But imagine you're in his situation, right? So you're on the ceiling, you're casting spells, you get webbed, right? You're surrounded by web. Now you're not encumbered by it, you're not grappled by it, but maybe your primary attacks are magical anyway, so that doesn't hurt you. Now you've got ice, which means it's starting to get a little troublesome up here, but it certainly is going to be in a position where he's not going to want to move. If you were in that position, you would probably, I mean, the dangers of moving are worse than the dangers of sitting still, especially if you can just continue to channel bomb everybody below you until they're softened up enough. When the time comes, you can just get down there somehow. Just let loose, maybe.
Like show his figure there, because like if you cast ice on a floor that has a ball on it, you'd see the ball. I mean, if you cast ice on a ceiling and it has a vampire hanging off it, it seems like you would see the shape of a vampire.
Well, yeah, theoretically, except for there's a whole net of thick webs up there too, and it's dark.
No, all right, okay.
Well, is it dark? Radiance is sitting right there. It's not dark
It
anymore.
was light before, because that's why we would have seen gaseous form, because it was light.
That's true. So it's not super dark, but there. I mean, it's just. I mean, it's 18 feet up. It's covered in webs.
Okay.
You just don't know. I mean, give me a perception check. You never know.
Can somebody who rolls better do the perception?
No DHs.
Designated hitters.
This is the National League, not the American League. Ooh, yeah, you don't see anything as far as you can tell. Yeah, it's hard to see. You can't.
You
see
think your shoe's untied?
Yeah. Oh. All right. So that's Farina. Another channel energy comes out.
Okay, so what do I add? I add +1 or +2 from prayer on this roll.
+1 from prayer.
Okay, thank you.
So, but in this case, it's going to be Gatto, Lothar, Fletcher, Flashheart, Siggy. Farina is outside of the range.
Even though I'm in the other room?
Even though you're in the other door's open.
And what was the save?
It's 20.
No, sorry, what? Reflex, fortitude?
Will save.
Oh, will save, sorry.
The will save. Okay, I thought it was reflex.
And is this an enchantment by any chance?
No, it's channeled energy. Negative channeled energy.
That's going to hurt. That roll is going to hurt anyway.
Wow, that's your will bonus is 2?
Yeah, barbarians aren't good at will.
That's a good point. Okay, so 9 points if you missed your save, 4 points if you made it. So Lothar made it, Gatto did not, Fletcher did not, Flashheart did not. You guys are just getting banged with this.
Medic.
And Siggy
Yeah,
made
somebody needs to channel positive here.
Yeah.
Well, Lothar just did. Lothar just
heal.
popped off
The heal.
a channel energy against undead, which you suspect may have had some effect.
I would like some of that effect, please.
All right. Flashheart and Illendar. Illendar, you're still out. Now...
That was in striking distance of where I think about right above Gatto's head where everybody's focusing, right? I'm still like 1-2 squares
Everybody
away.
seems to be blasting away above Gatto. Even Gatto's like, whoa, what am I doing here?
So I need to make a reflex save to move? Or what am I rolling?
CMB in this case, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so
It's
8
the same
plus
principle
1
as
for
before. And
9.
it's 17. You have to do better than 17. And, oh, no problem. So you can move, but again, half speed until you get out of the web. You can, like, if you want, you can just like, oh, okay.
Swing away, Meryl. Swing away.
All right. So where are you swinging?
But above Gatto.
Above, on the ceiling.
Yes.
Okay. It's awfully cold up there.
I
And
understand.
that there is ice on the ceiling.
I'm a paladin standing upside down on a web-covered ceiling. Ice does not
Hold on, I'm
shock
writing
me.
that down.
All right, so do I make a regular roll for hit?
Yeah.
Possible crit.
Where's it? What'd you roll? 19?
Oh, that's not possible crit. Sorry.
That's not even close to a crit. What are you talking about?
Second roll. 18.
All right. All right. So roll a over and under 50% miss chance. Pick high or low before you roll. And I mean it twice.
Okay, 1 second. High is high. Going high.
Okay. Okay.
One of each.
One of each. You swing Radiance around a couple of times, but you don't feel like you've hit anything.
Ew.
I'm sorry, bud. All right.
Okay. Medic.
Ilindar, you are still unconscious, and if I know the rules correctly, let me just maybe justify with you in your lawyerly capacities. You stay unconscious until either brought around or it's like a couple hours, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They've got rules as far as things to bring you back, but yeah.
Okay. All right.
Effectively through combat, I'm out.
Yeah. All right. So you are tied up and gagged too.
Clean socks.
With clean socks.
Clean socks. Yeah. Gatto, Lothar, Fletcher, bottom of the order, bottom of round 5. Ooh. Which one are you doing? Damage to undead or
No, healing.
healing? Okay. It's another. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, that's terrible.
We all get 8 back.
+1 for prayer.
Are you going to offer to roll for me?
That is up to you. You can make that call. But if I roll, if you make the call for me to roll for you, you have to take whatever I roll.
Yeah,
Take
it's got to
Go
be
for
better
it.
than 8. Go for it.
It was definitely better than 8.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Points.
Take that.
I was happy to take 8 at nothing else, but 16's great. Does that get all the way out to auto, Lothar?
Does not get all the way out
That's
there.
all right.
No,
Thank you
it's
very much,
basically everyone in
Lothar.
this room, including you, by the way, but not Otto.
And not Bardos either.
Where's Bardos? Oh
He's
no,
up
not
on the
Bardos either.
steps. Yeah.
Or Death
There's
Smoocher.
Bardos. Oh, way up there.
Let's say maybe Death Smoocher.
You're injured?
And Smoocher's mildly
Yeah,
injured.
no, he's there.
Oh well, there you go.
Yeah, Death Smoocher would get a little bit.
You get
Thank
16
you.
as well.
All right.
But you had to be mildly injured just to go into a rage.
I'm throwing this axe straight up and then catching it.
All right, go for it, dude. All right, roll
Yay.
over and under.
That fell out of it.
Oh, miss.
Ooh. All right, Gatto, you gonna move at all, or any, or?
No, I'm staying there to attack again.
All right, Fletcheroo.
Contact.
Deception.
Ooh, you pretty sure you saw something move in the webs right in front of Flashheart when he was swinging away with Radiance.
So still above Gatto.
Still above Gatto, but you think you saw something, like something dodging out of the way. The ropes were, the web was kind of bouncing around a little bit. You think there's something up there.
All right, well, I'm swinging because I'm tall enough to hit him now.
All right.
+2 for that.
You're just going to shove your sword up there?
Yep.
All right.
Stab at thee.
Like my thumb at thee. 26. Okay, give me a roll. Give me an over and under.
I'm going to go under this time.
All right. Okay. As far as you can tell, you didn't hit anything. I mean, you threw it. You threw your sword up there. Not throw it, but you know what I mean. Stabbed up there into the things where you thought you might have saw something, but it didn't. You didn't feel it hit anything.
Remind me to come back as a vampire. You guys kick ass.
Vermithril did. Here, remember when you guys were traveling around, he used to have a sheep with him so he could eat?
Yeah. There's sheep in that tent.
That sheep. We're like, hey, you're a vampire. What are you doing? Just like sucking on everybody's neck when they go to sleep? He's like, no, I brought a sheep.
He was
Like,
very
oh, okay,
tough.
that's sensitive. That makes
Considered
sense.
vampire.
He didn't want to hurt anybody, you know. He's just like, I got
think it was a cover story. I don't think he was really that good.
He was drinking everybody. All right, so that's Fletcher. That is the end of round 5. These rounds are flying thick and fast. Farina, Bardos. So Bardos, you're up in the steps. Farina, you're in the hallway. You see Fletcher stab upward into the things. You don't think he got anything. Bardos, what are you doing? Now you're up the steps a little bit.
21 hit. I'm just going to shoot an arrow up at where everyone else is shooting.
Okay.
Right above Gato.
21 to hit. Go ahead and get me an over and under.
I'm going to roll a d20. Under is to hit.
Hit it.
Sorry.
Sorry. Arrow goes flying up there into the webs and disappears.
We need glitter dust.
Does anybody have that? I mean, if Libby were here, she'd be throwing glitter dust around like it was a New Year's Day party.
Yeah, Leonard does.
Ilendar has see invisibility.
What a shame he's unconscious.
Maybe I could just shout parlay with the vampire, see if he'll negotiate. Allow him to hit him.
Okay. Bardos, what are you doing? So, Farina, you took a shot. You going to move at all, or are you going to stay in that hallway there? The doorway.
Staying put.
Okay. You're up on the steps. What are you doing?
Oh, let's try Grease. To do that, I need
where? Now, Grease. Let me look at that.
if I move to there, does that mean put me within 40 feet of above Gato at the ceiling?
Oh yeah, I would think
You were
so.
probably there before.
Really? Well, if I can stay there and do it.
Oh yeah, you could. Yeah, I mean, you could stay even where you were, which was I think one more step up the steps.
Okay.
And you'd still be within 40 feet. Hold on a second.
Not to dissuade you from trying to catch this vampire, but
Oh, yeah.
isn't Grease not gonna be impacted by the laws of gravity?
I think it'll splash the ceiling and then fall down. Yes.
This will be dripped in grease.
All right.
One object slippery. I assume I can't target him since I can't see him.
You can't. Well, I mean, you could, but again, I think you could, but again, you would have to target somebody. You have to
Do an over/under thing, probably.
I'm trying to see what it is. You'd have to make a ranged. It'd have to be like a ranged touch attack, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to do a 10-foot square centered. So it'll basically do those 4 squares in the corner.
Okay, hold on a sec. Grease is green. It's a 10-foot square. Hold on.
If this works and he doesn't fall off with a web, grease, and ice, I'm calling malfeasance.
All right. So can you guys see that 10-foot cube?
Yes.
That's the grease. Can you still see it? All right. What's the save? It's a reflex save, right?
Yeah.
Or fall. Okay. So what's the DC on the reflex?
16.
16. All right. Hold on. I got to check his reflex. Okay. It's his worst one.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Either way. All right. Oh! All right. So a couple of things are going to happen.
It's Raymond Vampire.
All right. So you hear, I guess, Flashart, Gatto, Lothar, and Fletcher would all hear the sound of a male sort of orcish voice going, "Argh!" And then all of a sudden, Fletcher and Flashart, you would probably see this the best. Or maybe, I mean, Gatto probably would, well, all of you are going to see it.
Gatto's a good duck.
The web's just kind of like, and suddenly you see the sort of web split apart and boom, boom, and Gatto, I have a feeling that something's going to land right on you. Give me a reflex save.
Hey, Les, doesn't he have to save to get out of the webs? Because he might just get captured by the webs.
It's a good point. He might just be captured by the webs, and that was a DC 17.
Yep.
Okay. Let's do another reflex save. Son of a bitch. All right. So, Gato, excellent save. Appreciate that, but not necessary because you see the webs kind of like go boing and then snap back up, and then you see something moving around in the webs. Now, you don't see a guy. You just see like the webs bouncing around. He's still invisible, but you can see him just like, and you can hear him sort of like grunting. All right. Okay. And then that grease starts dripping down through there. So what you're going to have is a 5-foot square of grease right in the middle of that area. So Gato, unless you move this round away from there, you're going to have to make a save next round.
Right, I am going to move, right.
Okay. That's the grease. Holy shit snacks. Okay. So that was Bartos. Farina, you shot. He's going to try and get out of the web. So if I remember.
Gonna get out of the web, out of the grease, and out of the ice now?
I have to do. I can break free by making a combat maneuver check or escape artist check. Oh wait, I'm grappled, but I can make a combat maneuver check or escape artist check. So this is going to be a combat maneuver check as a standard action against the DC of the spell. So I am going to try that to get out of the web. And he does not get out of the web. You see, so Gato, as you're looking up at this thing, and Flashheart, as you're looking down, you see what look to be sort of like cut marks in the web as it's somebody's trying to sort of like saw away at it, but it doesn't seem to be working. That's all he can do. Flashheart and Illendar, you guys are up. Illendar still snoring away.
He's taking a break.
Flashheart, what do you do, buddy? Flashheart? Flashheart, you're muted.
Sorry about that.
That's
I'm paranoid about falling asleep and snoring away. All right, so
it's all about keeping up appearances.
So everybody's swinging, but nobody's got a hit on this thing yet, right?
Lothar burst against undead, which may or may not have had an effect.
All right, but I didn't see any movement.
Oh, you see a bunch of movement in the web now, but he's still invisible.
It's right here then? I'm seeing that movement?
It's right above Gato. I mean,
right.
Yeah. I mean, it's right next to you, essentially.
I will take another big swing.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ooh. Wait. Sorry, the second one was jacked up. That was a 1.
No. Second one was high. You're hit.
Second one's fine. You did not hit anything.
You get a second attack, though, Matt.
That's I meant to do my second attack. Here you go.
Okay.
And
hit.
Still nothing.
What?
Still nothing. Oh, wait.
It's a four-sided.
He's grappled. Hold on.
He's grappled, yeah.
What that does to his AC.
No dex bonus, right?
I think
No
that's
dex.
correct.
And another minor penalty, I think.
You wish. Can't move. -4 to dex. And a -4. Can't use stealth. Okay. All right. So -4 to dex. Hold on. I got to check. That might not.
Time to take your medicine, evil one.
So that would be -2 to your AC.
-2 to AC. Correct. Still miss. Sorry, bud. Sorry.
Jesus.
I know.
All
He's
right.
tough. He's tough. All right. Gato, Lothar, Fletcher. Now is the time to earn your bone. We miss you, Storm.
If you just could have been on our side.
I was gonna say you didn't really miss her a few seconds ago.
When she was eating Otto.
Right.
All right, Gato. That's with your axe, right?
Throwing axe.
Okay, go ahead and give me the over/under.
I need to know, has he lost his dex bonus?
Essentially, yes.
Okay, so rolling high. Damn it!
Axe comes back. Nothing. Look at that second D6 too. That would have been right on the money. Sorry, Gatto. All right, Lothar, Fletcher, what are you guys doing?
I'm going to burst to harm undead.
Ooh, here we go.
17.
17 DC. All right.
17.
So grappled means that I have.
Plus, if he's grappled and hanging in a web, would he not be invisible anymore? I mean, you'd see where he's at.
You kind of, I mean.
No, the spell duration would still last.
Yeah.
But
It would be like an outline of him or something.
yeah, it would just be like glitter, really. I mean,
Should we get to 25% concealment instead of 50?
Glitter.
I'm just thinking it shouldn't be a 50-50. If it's, I mean, he's obviously at a spot where he's entrapped with webs. He's got grease all over him, which isn't invisible, or on him.
In a few moments, it's not going to matter.
Uh-oh.
Because we'll be dead.
We could have a philosophical discussion about it at some other point. But I honestly, I don't know. I mean, the rules for greater invisibility. I mean, they don't.
According to the rules, he would still be invisible.
He's still invisible, and I mean, theoretically, I mean, yeah, I mean, he's got ice and grease and web all over him, and people are stabbing up there at him. I mean, you make a good case, but even with that, a 2's not gonna hit him.
So 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage already allocated. Fletcher.
I'm taking a stab.
Oh, that is a fumble. Confirmed fumble. There's a lot of interesting things that can happen in these kind of close quarters. All right, so that is with your sword, correct?
Correct.
Okay, one moment while I get the generator. Here we go. Melee fumble. Let's take a look.
Wow, 1 and a 6. Not good.
Doesn't make any sense. Oh, too much stuff. You become entangled in your gear. You must spend a standard action to free yourself. So next time you need to take a standard action, you will lose a standard action as you extricate your hand or the pommel of your sword from your web gear as you're got caught in your stuff.
Super.
All right, that is round 6. The end of it.
That could have been a lot worse.
The spell duration.
Yes, for sure. And my roll been a lot better.
That could have been a lot worse. The spell duration of the greater invisibility was 6 rounds. You now see a person in the webs thrashing about in front of Flashheart. Let me just describe this guy real quick. He is a large he's a large creature, but he's not large in the sense of being a large creature. He's medium, but he's probably 7.5 feet tall. Big guy, some sort of half orc. He has got a long curved dagger in his hands, which he is sawing at the webs on. And he looks over at Flashheart and just is like, "Argh!" And you can see the fangs and the little pinpoint red pupils that glow of vampirism as he looks at Flashheart, and he's trying to extricate himself from the web. But he is now visible as his spell is left. The greater invisibility is off. It was indeed greater invisibility, and he made a great deal of use of it. But now it's the top of the order, which is Farina and Bardos. So he is actually covered with grease, and he's trying desperately to get himself out of the webs, which he is grappled into.
Can we see a bar on him?
I don't know if you see a bar on him, but I can make that arrangement.
So he's no longer above Gatto, right? So I can just drop him now, right? I can dispel the web.
Gatto moved, so yeah, if you want to dispel the web, it will drop him to the floor.
All right, I'm going to do that.
Okay. Web's going to go away. And he does. He falls and lands on the floor. Now, it is 10 feet, so roll d6 of falling damage.
It's a 6 out of 10. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Max damage? Max? Okay. He'll take that. Wait, hold on a second. He lands hard on the ground with a thud, and you're surprised at the mass of it. I mean, it makes this big thud, and you hear him go, "Argh!" as he sort of begins to, but he's prone, and he begins to lever himself up. What was that? What's that roll?
Is that Farina?
Bad arrow. An arrow gone wrong.
An arrow gone wrong. As Farina shoots an arrow and hits Fletcher in the knee.
Hey!
Goes right through. He used to be an adventurer like all of us before he took the arrow to the knee. All right. All right. Bardos, are you doing anything else? You moving or?
No, I think I'm going to stay put.
Okay. It's his turn. So Flashheart, you are still on the ceiling. Fletcher, you are right there. Gatto, you are right there. So if he jumps up, you guys are going to get the attacks of opportunity. So he's not going to do that. He's going to burst again. He just leans over on one elbow and just like boom, and shoots a blast of undead negative power energy at everybody. Gatto, you take it full in the face. Lothar, the DC's 20. You got anything that helps you with that, Lothar?
Yeah, that's +2 because of the protection from evil.
You're right.
And
anyone else too, doesn't it?
Anyone else who is in the protection sphere, which is the orange, gets that +2.
Right.
Mine don't stack, right? Because I have protection of evil too.
Yeah, you have protection from evil too, but you're way up top.
You're
Right,
not
so it
rolling
wouldn't-
yet, though. So.
It wouldn't stack anyway, right?
No, it wouldn't stack. You get
They would
your
not stack,
+2.
yeah. So you haven't even rolled yet, though, Matt.
It's willpower, right?
Yeah.
As well, yeah.
Okay, so +2 for the protection of evil.
Not enough. Not quite enough. It's your paladin heritage. 12 points of damage from that. So those of you who made, and I think it's only Lothar made a save. Everyone else takes 12. He takes 6. And now I got to figure out how do I get out of there. This is trouble. Okay. All right. So now flash hearts. So you're still on the ceiling. You just saw this guy like truck down into down into the ground in front of everybody.
He's still within hittable range of me, right?
Oh no, he's 15 feet away. You have to drop. You have to drop down.
Or climb
If
down.
I drop down, I'd have to what would I have to do here? I'd have to make a reflex
Just
save.
let go.
Yeah, you have to let go. Now I don't know if spider climb helps you in the free fall situation. It might. Like you land like a cat, but
the web is gone, right?
no,
Yeah,
the web is gone. Yeah.
He lets go of his feet, hangs down, and then drops just straight down. That should.
It's
Well, what
still
if I did this? What if I go one over here and then right down the wall and come up behind him?
You could do that.
And get,
Yeah,
he
you can do
doesn't
that.
get an attack of opportunity, right?
No, he's prone. He's not
No,
getting
he's
an opportunity
prone.
on anybody. He's busy.
All right. I am going to do something I haven't done for a while.
Hit something.
I'm going to smite evil.
Smite
My
evil.
evil. Oh boy.
I'm going to add my my bonus here.
I don't remember giving you the signal.
Don't forget the +2 for flanking.
What the hell was that?
That's a universal noise of smite evil.
Do I get prayer as well?
Oh, you do? Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's
So
going
you're
to be
smiting,
17.
and he's prone. So you're attacking him with a melee weapon, which means you get, I believe it's +4 to hit
+4.
Oh, because he's prone?
because he's
Yeah.
prone. Yeah.
Then my plus is going to be +21. Because I'm 11 normally, plus prayer is 12, plus 4 for charisma is 16, plus 4 for prone, plus 2 for flank.
Oh shit! You got flank on him too.
22.
Oh, that is a hit.
A second roll.
Sure, why not?
You moved.
Oh, natty 20. Roll roll to confirm.
Wait. Don just says I moved. That.
Oh, that's right.
I get 2 attacks at 6th level, don't I?
Yeah, but that's still in a full
But
attack.
it's a full round attack.
That's a full round attack.
Okay.
You had to
Got it,
move,
got it,
so
got
you
it.
just get the 1.
Right,
Oh,
my bad.
that's too
All right.
bad because that could have been a crit.
Wasted it. Okay. And
Sorry.
now
Shut up, rules lawyer.
Yeah,
No.
I was going to say, hey, Lothar, I'll beat you to it.
One thing I looked at, I think I did wrong last time on, is if I successfully hit, I get my level bonus. Let's see. He's evil outsider, right? Or undead?
No, he is.
He's undead.
He's undead.
Right, so
he's a medium undead.
So you double your damage.
Bonus, as your paladin level, all damage rolls made against the target with smite. If the target is undead, add 2 per damage per level paladin possesses. So it's going to be plus 2 damage per level, so 6. So it's going to be 6 plus 2, 4, 6, 8, plus 12, right?
You're 6th level?
Yeah.
That's plus 12.
Yeah.
On top of everything else.
It's plus 12 just for because she's undead. Plus 6 for my level, so plus 18.
Right.
Oh, shit. Plus 18.
And all your other bonuses.
And all your other
Including
bonuses.
plus 1 for prayer.
Yeah, plus 1 for prayer, and then your strength
damage
bonus and everything else. So right now we're at plus 18, plus 19 for prayer.
19 for prayer, plus strength bonus, 2, 3. And anything for prone or anything like that? No?
No, it's
not damage.
All right, here we go.
Ooh, 30
Almost
points. And that's radiance, so it cuts through all of his DR.
Well, he's also smiting evil, so
Evil cuts through all DR too.
Oh, that's true. Okay. Yeah, it hurt him. That hurt him. He yells out, "Rah!" as his radiance like slashes into his collarbone. You see him like, he was looking at Gatto, but then you come around behind him and just like swat him. He's like, "Oh, Paladin, you will die a horrible death at my hands. I will drain you and eat your heart and drink all your blood."
Yeah.
Otto, you hear Idrian in the other room making a bunch of squeaky noises. He's now heard Therok's voice, and he's now busily shitting himself.
That's why he's on the toilet.
That's why he's on the toilet. You don't want to make a mess, All right, excellent work, Flashheart. All right, so Gatto, Lothar, Fletcher, you guys are up. And I think you guys are both, all three of you might be heartened by the fact that Flashheart has come off the ceiling and just clouded this dude.
Add 1 more to this attack.
All right. Ooh, that's a hit. For 8 points of damage and plus 2 bleed. Okay. Is your weapon magical?
Yes.
Is it that axe?
No, it's my grandfather's longsword.
That's right. All right. And plus 2 bleed. So let me just go ahead and think. So you slash him with that thing, and the bleed effect, which I will go ahead and take right now, you get him across the chest, and there's just this huge glout of black blood that just comes squirting out, and it's just like plugging out. He looks down, he's, "I'll kill you all."
Les, I just very calmly clean my sword and smile at it.
Okay.
That's all I do.
What?
I can't. I'm extricating my sword from my gear right now.
Oh, that's right. You can.
Yeah,
You
but-
do have a
but I'm
move
gonna-
action if you want to move.
But I'm going to grin at him while I'm doing it.
But you want to maybe grapple him or no?
Yeah, just throw yourself on top of him like on a grenade. I'm sure he doesn't have any, touch attacks or anything like that.
or bite attacks. Yeah. That.
All right, Lothar.
I'm going to do Searing Light.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna leave a mark. All right, Searing Light. Let's see. That's a ranged touch attack, right?
Yeah, and that would be +4.
So what did you roll? 17. So range. Oh, I got to check on his range on his touch AC, which I suspect is.
And he's still prone, right?
Still prone. That's a hit. Shit. Just barely, but a hit.
And he is especially susceptible to light, correct?
He is indeed, as a vampire, he is indeed especially particularly vulnerable to light, which means he's making D8s instead of D6s. Oh, no shit! Wait a second. How do you get,
wait. No, that was wrong. Hang on.
D6, D8 per caster level.
Hang on. I said it was wrong. 30 points of damage.
30 points. That light just blasts into him, and he's like, "Rah!" And you see him sort of like rolled over into he's actually blown backwards a couple of feet by the power of it, where it's just like that light just crashed into him bad. Oh.
And just remember what I rolled the first time, because when I'm 10th level, that's what I'll be doing.
That's what you'll be doing.
Nice.
Ouch! All right. End of round 7. Farina, Bardos, top of the order.
Hey, remind me, Lothar, we or Mike, we can't kill this thing, right? Like we can kill it, but it goes gaseous form on us and heads back to its coffin or whatever.
Right.
You
So
had it.
This is only the appetizer of the main course of death and destruction, maybe. Or I guess it depends on how we get light to or find its coffin, I guess. But all right. Anyway, just thought.
I think that's 2 points of damage there, non-magical arrow.
Don't know. Non-magical arrow. It probably. I mean, it buries in it, but you don't see that he even reacts. No silver tip, nothing like that.
Nope.
Is he still prone?
He's still prone. All right. So, Farina, you shot. Bardos, what did you do? Bardos?
I'm going to pass, Celeste. I'm not doing anything.
You're going to pass?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So you're just going to watch the show. All right.
Yep.
All right.
It just got interesting. We can finally see him. We can finally hit him.
So I'm a bit of a pickle here. So here's my problem. I can't get up.
Yeah, sure you can. It's only 3 attacks of opportunity.
We promised not to take them.
Yeah, well, the problem is if he does a spell, it's also attacks of opportunity.
Yeah. So he should stand up and do a spell.
So he's not going. Yeah, right. He's
attempting to parlay.
Not going to do a spell. He is going to look at Fletcher, and he catches your eye, Fletcher.
Don't look at me.
And you have to make a will save.
You hear Careless Whispers by George Michael playing.
And my bad rolling continues.
You mean like this?
I love you.
Wait, what kind of save was it?
Will save.
For mind control?
Yep, there you go. Thank you.
Yeah, he's enacting his dominate. It's a supernatural ability.
You feel it, Fletcher. Feel
Does
it
it
coursing
count as
through
an
your veins.
enchantment type ability?
That's
Earworm, yes.
Great question.
Bridge. It's
Just
not
saying
a
I'm a half elf. so I
Not
got
an
plus
enchantment.
2.
It is. What?
Dominate is enchantment.
It is an enchantment. You get bonuses for that?
Yeah, plus 2, so make that a 15.
All right. So here's the problem. The DC on this bad boy is DC 17.
What about the prayer?
That would
was
help.
already.
Did you count that?
Yeah, I already counted that.
So you missed.
It's more than 17. Otherwise, Ilandar's 18 he got for his second try would have worked.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's 20. Dominator's 20. apologies. Okay, so you hear in your mind a whisper from this creature that says, "That paladin is hurting me. You should help me and kill him, destroy him." And you are powerless to stop. You look over at Flashheart, and you're like, you see him. This is the enemy of my friend. I have to do this. I have to end him. And he is going to just lay there and try not to take as much damage as he did last time. He also does. Wait, he does get some more. Hold on.
Wait, he just moved and he grew.
No, he didn't grow. I'm sorry. That's not what he did. He's still where he was. He's still the same size, but you might have seen his health bar go up.
Does he take his bleed damage now?
He does take his bleed damage now, so I will go ahead and take that off. He's still gouting that black blood all over the place. It's pretty disgusting, actually. All right, that's what he does. Flashheart, your turn.
All right, I'm going to full attack here, so two attacks.
Fumble.
First attack.
That's it.
Second attack.
This might be it.
Oh, fumble.
Roll to confirm. Oh, that is a confirmed fumble.
Is
But he
it?
still gets
Oh
the
wait,
first
no, it's
hit.
not because he's down.
Prone.
No, the first.
It's a 20.
His AC is down, but it's not down that far.
I forgot about that. I didn't add the +4 for prone.
Oh, that is. Oh, it's a 20. It's still a confirmed fumble.
Okay.
What?
It's still.
I still roll the damage for the first attack, right?
Yes, you do.
So it's going to be my normal.
Your
damage
smite evil,
plus-
your normal smite evil damage, bypassing all DR.
I agree.
Shut up,
That
Tom.
should definitely apply here.
Hey, if I'm going to rules lawyer, I'm going to rules lawyer.
Okay, so I didn't do smite evil this round. I was trying to get 2 attacks.
But once
No,
no,
your
smite evil.
once you
Smite
call
evil
it into
doesn't
effect,
matter.
it's in effect till this guy's dead.
Yeah, smite evil goes. It's on
Does it?
until this guy's gone.
Yes.
I did not know that. Okay, well then my roll would have been much higher. All right, so let me roll my damage. So my damage
Wait,
would be
wait.
20 plus 23
If
again.
the roll would have been higher, then it wouldn't have been a fumble.
Well, it wouldn't have been a confirmed fumble. It would have been a miss. That's
Yeah.
true. Okay, all right. So
First
all right.
attack hits.
Unconfirmed fumble. Yeah. So first attack hits.
Let me just double check. I'm still flanking. I still get my charisma bonus. I still get the prayer, the whole shebang.
Right.
Yep.
Ugh.
Bad roll, but still good damage.
What did you get?
25 and all bypasses.
All bypasses. Okay. All right. Hold, please.
Die, evil thing. You're no vermithrow.
Okay, so you see him as the sword, as Radiance bites into him, you hear him just like, and then his body just goes and folds into itself, and you see it sort of like husk up, and blood just goes all over the place. And then you see it slowly.
Like a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Yeah, like a Quentin
I was thinking
Tarantino.
more like Lost Boys.
And then
by
you see
stereo.
him, sort of sublimate, and this gas begins coming off the body, and you can see the body sort of becoming this gas that's sort of like this pinkish hue, and it sort of begins to coalesce above the body.
Okay, I don't know how to deal with like a gaseous form creature, so Lothar, Farina, Fletcher, Bardos.
I don't think there's anything we can do. We played this game. before.
Dado, Lothar, Fletcher.
There's a body right there.
No, well, the body is slowly turning to gas.
So basically,
I
just
understand.
like-
I don't understand the vampires
It
as well
might
as I understand.
be, before you, I don't know if it'll work. I'm going to snap off the head of an arrow and stake him.
Before his body turns completely to gas?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and do a...
You want
an
like
attack.
a reflex?
Yeah, like an attack. I'm not doing an attack roll.
Attack roll. Okay. Let Now we won't do the +4 for him being prone because.
Right.
Okay. 16.
Yeah, no, I don't think you're going to be getting them in time. You get that arrow down, and you plunge it to them, and you hear the arrow snap off against the thing because the body
ground,
is
yeah.
already piecing up. But it is coalescing into this like gas cloud above it, and that cloud begins to start moving to the east.
East is towards Illendar?
East is towards Lothar.
I would
Now,
consider that west.
Yeah,
east is towards
I know
okay,
Lothar
east.
Fletcher. Now, Fletcher, you are still under the constrictions, I believe, of the dominant.
No,
How could I be?
no way.
You have your instructions. He's not dead.
What? His consciousness has been broken, though, right?
No,
His
he's
mind-
in gaseous form. Potion of gaseous form doesn't eliminate your consciousness.
All right. I think it's time for malfeasance charges to be brought up here.
That doesn't feel right because it's going to take hours.
Well, now wait a second. So let me make my case, and then you guys can make your case. So my case is that vampires can turn into gaseous form at will, anytime, anyway. Now, the whole thing with vampires, especially with spawns and that kind of stuff, is that they exercise mental and psychological domination over their servants and their victims. If they had to redo all their mental dominations every time they wanted to pass through a mouse hole in a wall to go somewhere, it would be a big, huge pain in the ass. I make the contention is as long as he's still alive, that domination is in effect. Now, he may not be able to give you any further orders because the mental it's all mental. So, I mean, even a person in gaseous form, if they can do a purely mental spell.
Well,
I guess that all makes sense, but I was thinking when he's being forced from his body.
He is, but it's still, I mean, the conditions are the same. He's not dead.
But he'd be unconscious.
You're unconscious, right?
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily. I mean,
vampires are different because of
vampires
how
are different.
they turn gaseous and go somewhere. It's almost like orc ferocity, but a little different.
Which he also has.
But even once he goes to wherever he's going, didn't we find out last time it takes like hours for his body to reform?
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, it takes a while.
And he's unconscious
all by
during that
then.
time.
Yeah, we if we can follow him, we can take care of him.
Because
I'm about to be torn apart by
being
Fletcher
unconscious.
here. That's what I'm asking.
The problem is he's
Yeah,
dominated.
but only you because you're not able to attack anyone.
Dominated Fletcher. He's given Fletcher his orders. Now, Fletcher, as far as I'm concerned, he's still compulsed by that because dominate would last a day per level, I believe.
Yeah, it lasts for a long time.
It lasts for a long time. Even if he's not getting, he's gonna. So my thought is the dominate is still in effect because the vampire is not dead. So as long as the vampire is not dead, Fletcher is going to follow his last given orders to the best of the ability as he can. And Fletcher, remember what your orders were?
Kill Flashheart.
Kill Flashheart.
By the way, is still upside down.
It's also your turn. Oh, right. I'll turn it right side up. It's also your turn, Fletcher.
Okay.
Flashheart, you're about to get a
You're in
big
reach.
surprise. And you're
I've
in
been
reach.
rolling.
Yeah.
I've been rolling so bad, there shouldn't be a problem.
Natural
jinx it
20.
like that.
Coming
Yeah,
out
don't
live.
come all the
Nope.
21's a miss?
That's a miss.
You guys are all shocked by the fact that Fletcher just took a huge swing at Flashheart. He looks like he's ready to kill him.
I'm just standing there.
I got a plan.
You got a plan. All right. So, Lothar, did you do any? What did you do?
But nothing yet.
Okay.
I'm going to move to here, which will give Fletcher another saving throw because of the protection from evil.
Okay.
I get an extra +2.
You would. Yes, you would. And it's DC 20, remember. Oh, he breaks the enchantment. You're just like, whoa, what am I doing?
And then
And he
Take
shakes
one
his
more
head
swing
back
for good
and forth
measure.
in, like, Ugga Wugga fashion.
if
Nicely
I,
done. So you broke the enchantment. Well
Yeah.
done, Lothar.
I'm not finished. If I remember correctly, undead who go to gaseous form when they are below 0 can
Correct.
still take damage, which means it takes them longer to reform, correct?
That is absolutely correct.
So I'm going to burst to harm undead.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, Jesus, you roll it.
Oh. Take Les's roll. Take Les's roll.
Look
Yes,
at that roll.
I'll take Les's roll.
All right.
That's better.
Oh, okay.
Holy crap.
Hold on a second. I got to, oops.
That is like orders of magnitude different.
Don't even roll next time. Just take Les's roll.
I'm thinking that needs to be my standard operating procedure.
Just let me roll all your healing rolls.
Yes, sir.
All right. So
As well as he does, I think this thing was busted.
Did that. So he's
Flash short does good too.
Okay, hold on. All right. Yeah, you see the gas just like as this wave of energy hits it. It sort of like blows apart a little bit and sort of discombobulates and then kind of comes back together and begins like floating back towards you. But yeah, you definitely did damage.
I guess not.
So now we just need to follow it to its resting place and end it permanently.
All right.
Yep.
All right. So that being the case, it's not in a position to do anything to you guys. So you see this thing. Hold on. You see the gas sort of move. Now it moves quite a bit faster than a normal gaseous form. It can move. Because Lothar, you sort of stand aside as it sort of passes you, and it begins heading to the east. What do you guys do? Now we're out of initiative at this point.
What if it goes between a crack and a wall? Can it do that?
Yeah.
Karina, can you freeze it or something? No.
I have wind wall. Can I use wind to corral it? But then it doesn't go.
We
where
played this game before. If I remember correctly.
You can use wind wall to prevent it from going through a crack or something like that, but we still can't hit it.
Well, I mean, do you want to prevent it from going?
We really need to get wherever it's going.
Yeah, but if it goes through a crack and we can't pass through walls, we're screwed.
So at least you get a directions going.
Well, we have hours to break through the wall.
Yeah,
It will take a while to get through that.
To recover.
Oh yeah, and especially since Lothar has done additional damage to it.
Yeah.
All right, so it continues. You guys are just sort of following along. It continues around. Let's just go ahead and do that. It goes to here, past Siggy, past Otto, past the Idrian, who's like, oh, there he is, there it is, it's him. And you see it sort of like through the wall right there.
Ooh, look for a secret door there.
At this point.
I'm going to take 20 because we have a lot of time.
You have time.
29.
Have we dropped out of
It's
initiative?
actually a quite cunningly hidden secret door. It's actually not even really a secret door. It's a small panel with holes drilled in it, and you suspect that it's for exactly this sort of situation. It's a stone panel about maybe 2 inches thick. That's different from the other wall. You can actually see and stick your fingers. Their holes are probably an inch in circumference. You suspect that maybe 2 or 3 minutes work. I mean, you just pick some sort of blunt instrument and bash this out. It's not very deep. You can actually hook if you stick your finger in there, you can hook it. It's only about 2 inches deep.
Okay.
Can
But
I
it's
help?
very cunningly concealed.
Did I hear someone say bash?
Yep.
I'll take a 20 as well, I guess.
All right, so you just use your sword, or you use like the pommel of your sword, just like
Yeah, pommel of my sword.
Okay, so you just like kabam, and yeah, you see chips fly the first hit, and then you hit it again, and it was like, and pretty soon, basically, what you've knocked out is this. It's like maybe a yard square maybe 3 feet by 3 feet. It's low, so you have to kind of like hunker down and go down there through there. But yeah, it leads into a room on the other side. And if I can find my thing here, that is what you see. Hold on a second.
Ooh, that looks like a coffin.
It is a coffin,
I think
and
you guys should bring-
inside that coffin,
I think you guys should bring Ilendar back.
I think it's
Before you go in
the
there.
so inside that coffin in a fetal position is a large half orc. He's
Don't bring Ilendar back till he's staked.
he's got his fangs are out, his eyes are closed. He's in a fetal position in the coffin. He's just you can see that there's still a few wisps of gas sort of coalescing in the coffin as he's done it.
Well, I'd behead him.
All right, so you reach in there and you take your sword and saw him up.
Yep.
All right, blood goes everywhere. It's squirting everywhere. There's blood all over the place. It gets all over you, this black blood. But in about a half a minute or so, you have a head in your hand.
Yay.
Okay, now we bring Ilendar back.
Yeah.
Wake up, Ilendar.
Let's add his head to the head bag.
Yeah, more head for the head bag.
So we need some healing, and somebody needs to search the body.
Okay.
I vote for Gato. Gato earned the right to search the gooey body.
So, Les, what's your take on Dominic? Do you belong as a passenger, or do you not have memory of being?
Wait, I want the healing first.
I think my take on that is that you have some memory of it, but in large part, it's sort of like very foggy. Dominate basically circumvents the sense of ego, the will, and basically just makes you. You know what it reminds? You know, I've always kind of likened it to is the stories and films that you see from like the 60s when they would do those LSD tests on soldiers and stuff. And basically what they would do is they'd give them such massive doses of LSD is that these people would be like, they would succumb to they would be amenable to any suggestion that was given to them. It was like a combination of pentothal and LSD. And the idea was that you would use it in interrogations because you you had no willpower. It eliminated the will. So it's kind of how I envision vampiric domination. Is it just basically sets aside the ego, and I feel like from a receiver's point of view, it's sort of your psyche would be sort of bifurcated, right? The idea is there would be the part of you that is in control would be sort of like separated and set aside, and so there might be this portion of you that's sort of in the back of your mind going, I can't believe I'm doing this, but the rest of you sort of becomes this sort of compunctionless servo mechanism. I mean, you're not an automaton, but you don't have any capabilities of challenging. It's like total domination.
You're describing my Monday mornings.
Exactly.
I'm just an automaton. But Ilendar was dominated, but Storm was
Ilendar comes back,
not dominated, right?
Then yeah, he's going to profusely apologize to Farina, and if Otto will come next to him, Otto, and apologize.
Storm has no hard feelings.
And then he's going to put an arrow in that crossbow and walk in there and shoot the body again.
So he's gonna shoot him. I'm assuming in the heart.
Yeah.
To serve as it's a headless body right now because
in fact he might put a couple arrows in there.
Fletcher, who is covered in blood, by the way,
and happily so,
and happily as expected.
Why is Fletcher not covered in blood?
All right, so I'm assuming you guys go through the normal looting procedures of looking at things, that kind of thing. So, the armor the creature is wearing is magical. It does have a knife in a sheath on its belt, and that radiates magic. It has a small bag in which is a potion bottle, and there's a wand tucked into his jerkin, sort of kept very secret in a safe place. Beyond that, you do not see anything else in here which radiates magic, except for him personally. I mean, he is a vampire. They are magical creatures.
For each of the items, can I detect evil on them?
Sure.
At least I'm gonna just at least try to eliminate that.
The wand is evil. Everything else is okay.
That might have been what he was bursting us with. I guess we'll find out. All right. Good job, everyone.
Yeah.
We live to tell about it.
You
Now what?
managed to kill him. So now what? I mean, again, it grows quiet down here. You see no indication of any sort of banner anywhere. I mean, you guys take a moment to sort of search around.
Can you interrogate the head?
Theoretically. It depends on how you want to go about doing that.
Well, this thing's been staked and beheaded, right?
Correct.
So is that all that it takes, or do we need to burn it, or?
Well,
what
according to Flashheart, who has some experience with undead, and according to your studies as well, in the religious arts, beheading and staking should be sufficient to destroy permanently any vampire or vampire spawn. Now, there are some various schools of thought that says you should burn the body. There are some that say you have to put the head under running water, like in a river or something like that. There are some that say that nothing destroys a vampire permanently, that you always have to sort of like keep an eye on them. But general consensus is that beheading and staking will do the job.
Okay. So we need to get everybody together in a clump.
So you can burst and heal. You want to come over, Flashheart?
Burst for healing.
Yeah, I'll come on over.
It's a party. It's like a slumber party.
In the library, you guys are meeting in the library with no books anymore because Bardos took them all?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then once everybody is together, go ahead and roll it, Les.
All right. You're not even going to try?
I think we've seen what me trying does.
There we go.
All right.
Everybody gets 14 points.
Thank you.
That's me taken care of.
I'm at least in a ballpark of healthy.
All right. So what?
Hey, Les, can you put
At
Storm
half.
back in there?
I'm sorry?
Can you put Storm back in there?
Can you summon her this day?
Yeah. As long as she wasn't killed, I can just use the minute ritual and pull her back.
Okay. Does she contain the hit points that she had before she left?
Yes. But if he said he's going to burst, I'm going to say, hang on, let me get Storm back.
Okay. There's Storm.
Okay, let's go over the stuff we got off him first. What was the
All
armor?
right, so he had armor. He had studded leather armor, which was magical. He has a knife, a long knife scabbard on his belt, which also radiates magic. There was a potion in a small bag attached to his belt, radiates magic. And stuck deep into his jerkin, underneath his armor, was a wand. Now, the wand radiates magic, but it also radiates evil.
Right. The knife would be considered what? A dagger, a rapier, a short sword?
Dagger, this size of dagger. A long dagger, but a dagger nonetheless.
Okay. Who can identify the potion and wand and stuff?
Bardos can.
Bardos is the best at it.
Okay, what do you got?
That's use magic device.
No, it's
Spellcraft.
spellcraft. Yeah, sorry.
So I'm going to try 5 times, but like I said.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
That should be more than sufficient, frankly. All right. So
But
Illidan's
Bardos-
says, what the hell?
Bardos has a much better plot.
Illidan's like, please, I need to make it up to you guys since I tried to kill your cat. All right. So the armor is +1 studded leather armor.
Okay.
Okay. The knife, as you pull it out and you check it out, is a dagger +1 vicious. It's a vicious dagger. This is a special ability that is only placed on melee weapons. When a vicious weapon strikes an opponent, it creates a flash of disruptive energy that resonates between the opponent and the wielder. The energy deals 2d6 of damage to the opponent and 1d6 of damage to the wielder.
Now, when
It's great for vampires because it's negative energy, and they probably don't take the
Right.
negative side.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
negative
maybe
energy.
Fletcher needs that. You don't even like to get out of bed
So
once
it's
you can get damaged.
a +1 vicious dagger. The potion is a potion of greater invisibility that lasts for 6 rounds. And the wand is a wand of Death Knell. It has 19 charges on it.
What is that?
Death Knell is a necromancy spell. You draw forth the ebbing life force of a creature and use it to fuel your own power. Casting the spell, you touch a living creature that has -1 or fewer hit points. If he fails the saving throw, he dies, and you gain 1d8 temporary hit points and a +2 enhancement to strength. Additionally, your effective caster level goes up by 1, improving your spell effects dependent on caster level.
How many charges?
19 charges, but it is an evil spell.
I know. I'm okay with that.
I thought you might be. All right. And that's really all you find there.
We got a dead end here, huh?
You got kind of a dead end. So there is the northerly area.
There's the room where all the guys are that left us alone, but we could go past them.
Well, there's also the area to the north with the runes. Did you guys check that out?
Oh, that's right.
Or what's her name was trapped.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you guys did check that out then.
Well, we didn't go in, but we looked in.
Well, you detected that there was there's an anti-magic field in there. You suspect, I believe you guys were able to determine that this would be the exact right setup for keeping a creature that was very adept at magic prisoner, because it was an anti-magic. The anti-magic field was still in effect. So you have to go, but it was placed very carefully so that it only affected that particular cell.
But that thing still escaped.
Did we check both of the doors to the south?
Yes, those were both storerooms.
Okay.
So maybe we should be walking around detecting magic, see if we can come up with this banner that might be disguised as something else. It could be more than one thing, right? This banner.
Well, yeah,
is it only going to be a sword?
No, it's not a sword. It's an actual flag.
I thought it was called one thing, but it was actually not.
It's called the Sword of Valor.
Oh, right. But
It's a flag.
I had it backwards.
It's not a sword. It's a flag. It's a banner that supposedly Iomade was carried, that Iomade herself carried in battle. And the rumor is that no army that carries the flag of Iomade into battle can lose. Much like the Ark of the Covenant.
It's the Ark of the Covenant, okay.
It's basically Ark of the Covenant. But
close your eyes,
man. Yeah, you guys have seen nothing that looks like anything like a flag. Now, the rumors that if you guys will recall, going back and recall some of the discussions that you've had about the banner, the Aponavicius, who's the boss here, and Vane, who you guys killed, Vane understood the power of the banner, but Aponavicius sort of like, the rumor was that she basically was like, this is a nothing thing, we don't care, and just had it stored away somewhere. You're not sure if they would have taken the time to disguise it, because frankly, it's been 80 years since any Crusader even tried to get into Citadel Drezen, or 70 years. That being the case, if you look back on our new website and look at the notes from the Journal of Staunton Vane, which are on our website, which you guys could look at.
Plug the website.
Yeah.
Is there an image?
If you guys could, it says items of note from Staunton Vane's journal. You guys will remember that the Shadow Demon Eustoriax, an unusually powerful Shadow Demon who came to Drezen a few weeks after Staunton fled here, arrived, possessed body of the Crusader, bore gifts, blah, blah, blah. The notes go on to describe it. The notes only reveal that the Shadow Demon Eustoriax remains here in a chamber below the Citadel, where Aponavicius has placed him in charge of protecting the Sword of Valor.
So we have not come across Mr. Shadow Demon yet.
You have not come across a Shadow Demon. Now, and there's also the idea that Aponavicius may not care about the Sword of Valor. Staunton Vane, it may have been above his pay grade. But Eustoriax, who is considered to be very clever, may very well have done some things to hide it, disguise it, what have you.
Well,
the fact is,
come across Mr. Shadow Demon.
You guys haven't seen any shadow demons. The last thing that you guys saw from the other direction that you guys came in were those salamanders by that very hot,
give her a dental thing.
by that very hot forge.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That was a long time ago.
That was a while ago. You guys backed off from that and then searched this whole other area, which you think you've basically plumbed the the depths of this region.
And that's just the forge of corruption, right?
You guys thought it might be the corruption forge. It was a big forge. You guys were in there briefly. The whole area is super hot. I mean, that forge is giving off a ton of heat.
Well, maybe we should go swing back that way and see if there's another way to Shadow Demon's apartment.
Like this is a dead end.
Hey, Les.
It seems so, yeah.
With this description of the Sword of Valor, a cleric using locate object, that would work pretty well, wouldn't it? For direction.
Potentially. Let me look at locate object real quick.
You just have to make it specific, and it is a name-specific item.
It is a name-specific item. You sense the direction of a well-known or clearly visualized object. In this case, well-known would be the factor. You can search for general items, in which case you locate the nearest of its kind. Attempting to find a certain item requires a specific and accurate mental image. If the image is not close enough to the actual object, the spell fails. You cannot specify a unique item unless you have observed that particular item firsthand, not through divination. This would be considered a unique item.
Okay, but even if it's not a specific item, it still gives you a direction of the nearest one.
So if you were to say, I'm looking for a flag,
I'm looking for a banner with this general description.
How about magic item? What have we left laying around hasn't been popped into our bags?
Wait, what?
I'm saying there can't be that many more magic items with laying around down here that we haven't already picked up.
Well, this one very specifically is supposed to be a flag. It's a banner.
Oh yeah, I was just saying that if we said where's the direction of the nearest magic item, how many magic items could still be laying around down here? That's all.
Well, we could at least say magic banner.
Oh, good. I mean, the corruption forge itself surely radiates a ton of magic. This is a blacksmith's forge that changes good aligned weapons to evil aligned weapons. It probably radiates a shitload of magic of multiple.
So we should
kinds.
at least look for a magic banner.
Well, if we look for a magic banner, so you can search for a general item, in which case you locate the nearest of its kind, I'm pretty much sure that the nearest banner is going to be the one we're looking for.
The nearest magic banner.
Huh?
Yeah, they can't have, well, I say that.
Even if they have their own banner, at least we're going in a direction. I mean.
Yeah, it gives us somewhere to start, Don. I agree with that.
We already found one banner, though. Gotta look that up. I don't know if it was a banner or a flag.
Well, there's a magic banner we got, but that was a while ago. That wasn't here.
Yeah, what was it though? Was it a banner? I think it was.
Yeah, it was a banner that provides heroism once per day.
That was it. Yeah.
So you get that back at the temple, right? The Iomedan temple, where you found Gato.
If we search for a banner, that's what we're gonna find. That's gonna be the closest one.
Yeah, we've got that one on us somewhere, so that will be the one it finds.
So we need to get rid of that if we want to do this that way.
How do you get rid of it? So, well, now wait a second. If you were to put that banner, the banner of heroism, let's call that for a second, into the portable hole, these are extra dimensional spaces.
Right.
That would work because it would take it far away.
Yep.
So I'm curious, how many of you guys have like handy haversacks, portable holes, bags of holding?
All of us.
I have the one.
Everybody has one?
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I do not have one.
How much do I drink? I gotta stop. I gotta stop drinking. I'm
It's like standard
you
issue.
get a bag of holding.
You get a bag of holding. A portable hole, a handy haversack, and a bag of holding. And we keep them inside each other.
We have one bag of holding that Don found when he was,
All right, so just real quick, weigh in if you have an extra dimensional carry-all. Tell me, who has one? Mike, do you have one?
Don found, Gato found one, and Bardos has it now.
Okay, and
Okay.
it is what kind of extra dimensional space is it?
It's a bag.
It's a bag of holding.
It's a bag of holding. Okay, do we know the type?
It had that. It was the rock had it.
The Vrockheads, which is type 2, I believe.
Type 2 bag of holding, which is fairly big.
Yeah, it's fairly big. Okay, that's fine. But that's the only bag of holding that you guys have.
Right.
No one has any haversack or a portable hole or anything like that.
No, but if you want to start dealing them out, we're ready to take them.
Okay. All right. So the vampire heads, you have in a regular sack.
I don't think we've determined that. It's the head bag. I mean.
Well, yeah, but I mean, sometimes you put the heads in an extra dimensional space, and sometimes you carry them around in a big bloody sack.
I think this party, with our level, is probably a big bloody
sack. Big bloody sack. Okay. All right. Got it. Okay. All right. So yeah, theoretically, if you took that other banner, you put it in the bag of holding, that will separate it from the locate object, and the locate object should work normally.
Plus, I got to know, did you actually give us that banner so you fuck us up when we try to do this?
No.
Okay. Just curious.
No, actually, I did not.
Some serious DMing there if you did.
That's the long game there, buddy.
that's I wasn't thinking that far ahead. I got to be honest with you. No, I did not. But I'm glad it kind of fucked you guys up a little bit. All right, so is that what you guys are going to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Who's casting the spell?
Well, we'll need to rest so I can memorize the spell or pray for it.
Ooh, you guys are going to rest down here?
No, I didn't say we were going to rest down here. I said we would have to in order for me to memorize or pray for locate object.
Right.
So at some point, we'll need to rest.
I was going to say, it's probably a pretty safe place to rest, because who upstairs is going to come down here knowing that vampires are swarming around down here?
Right.
We might be able to lock a couple of those gates behind us.
Well, so you guys don't know what's happening upstairs, frankly. You guys
try to sanctify a space.
Did you guys bring Staunton Vane's body, or you left it in his office, didn't you?
Did we take his head or no?
Fine, because we wanted them to know he was dead.
I think we left it in his office.
But we wanted to keep the body, though.
I thought we kept the head. Hence our head bag.
But somebody counseled we shouldn't take the head off because we need him intact in case they want to raise him. Yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you left the head and the body in his office.
Yeah, tied up and gagged.
Oh no, that was the brother.
No, I thought that was the main guy.
I'm pretty sure he's right. He did tie up and gag him.
If I remember correctly, they said they were going to bind him thoroughly and gag him in case he was able to somehow come back to life because of a potential potion or some such.
You're right, exactly.
Now I know you guys bound up the Joran, the guy that tried to take downstairs.
I don't remember that.
No, this was Staunton. Because the fear was the potion that he had, or
that's right. That
would have allowed him to come back to life. So they bound him and gagged him, so that if he did do that, locked in the closet we left him in, he wouldn't.
Yeah, we left him locked in the closet.
Okay.
Wouldn't be able to cast spells or do anything else.
Well, let's go back and kill him again.
Well, so if he's in the closet, I guess, honestly, another 24 hours down here for you guys to sort of rest and get your shit together. There's a lot of things that can happen.
Yeah, no.
I mean, you guys are close. You think you're close. You're in the dungeon, and you're thinking Geyer's out there. You don't know what's happening. You guys, the clock's running.
Don't we have?
Don't we have what?
Hey, Les, was there any other physical direction we could go other than past the salamander guys?
Not that you've seen.
We've exhausted every other way we found, right?
Yeah, and we've pretty much searched for secret doors everywhere. I think Gatto did that pretty consistently.
So we could go back up to Staunton Vane's office and barricade ourselves in there like we did before, and we could
won't have the banner.
No, right. But then we could check on him while we're there, and then come back down after we've rested. And if I can rest and do the locate object spell, then maybe we'll have a better direction to go.
On the other hand, the likelihood of you guys getting discovered upstairs is probably greater than downstairs.
Yeah, true.
Because I think your initial thought is right. Nobody's going to be coming down here into the vampire lair to go see, hey, maybe those guys are down there. Let's go take a look. Let's go see the vampires. Those, upstairs. I mean, when you guys were upstairs, you saw tieflings, you saw humans, you saw dwarves, you saw. I mean, there were a lot of demons and stuff around, but not really any undead. It was only down here when suddenly you got in this prison area, when suddenly there was undead.
Right.
And if you feel like you've cleaned out all the undead that were here, from a point of view of not being disturbed, this is probably safer.
So we can barricade ourselves in a room where we found our.
What time is it?
Right.
It's 11.
He means you mean inside game, right?
Ah,
I would say probably early to mid-afternoon, because this is the same day that you guys entered the Citadel. Oh wait, the day after you guys entered.
No, the day after, because we rested once.
But you guys, this is the same day that you guys killed Saunted Vein.
So the question is, do we want to rest for 15 or 20 hours to get this spell, or do we want to just spend the 15 hours searching? Do we have enough power right now to go look?
I'm in pretty good condition. I'm down on one Smite Evo. I got another one, but other than that, I'm more or less tip-top.
I mean, we have at least probably 4 or 5 hours that we can do stuff before we have to rest to get the... Because you don't get your spells till like 6 o'clock.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. We weren't doing heavy spellcasting there, were we?
Yeah, I don't get my spells till sunrise.
Yeah, Bardos is pretty heavy. He's pretty much out of... I mean, he's got a couple summon monsters, but...
I've got
scrolls.
I don't have many spells, but I've got over half mine left.
Yeah, and the Lothar's doesn't have too many left. I have bursts left because I've only used 3 of them. But as far as spells are concerned, I only have a couple left.
You guys know that at least in front of you are at least 4 salamanders at the Corruption Forge. And if rumor is correct, 1 shadow demon at least. I mean, just by rights, if you have to go that direction, you have to get past the forge. That's 4 salamanders right there. Now that may or may not be trouble for you guys, but according to Staunton's journal, there's a shadow demon down there guarding the actual flag.
And those 4 are there currently. Once we start wreaking havoc, things tend to show up.
Could be.
Yeah.
You don't know what's between there. Yeah, I mean, you don't know what else is out there.
I don't think anything's going to come down here looking for him. I think if we close this door and...
Yeah, but the point is, I mean, we only need 8 hours of rest, and it's got to be 8 hours
6.
from.
Well, the problem is not so much you guys getting the spellcasters getting 8 hours of rest. It's the problem is waiting until sunrise for Lothar's spells to reset. He's a cleric of Erastil. That's a sunrise reset.
Maybe we should plow forward and
Maybe at least do the salamanders and see how we are after the salamanders.
Can we just knock Bardos out and he just carry
Farina
made a good while he's sleeping?
Mike, Jennifer made a good point. What if the salamanders wake up something else?
Yeah.
I mean, rarely do we get just what's in the room. But I don't know how strong a salamander is. They sound strong. I don't know.
Well, there's bound to be one with greater invisibility and spider climbing. That
Yeah,
at
we're all
this
gonna
point,
have that.
Well,
that's
now wait a second.
given.
Now you guys have a potion of greater invisibility in the last 6 rounds. Now you guys can turn the tables.
now wait.
No, because whatever we face will have see invisibility. We don't have that yet, which is why you keep going. But there's bound to be something on the ceiling with greater invisibility. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so we
You
think
guys love it though when I do this kind of stuff.
less in the forge room. There's supposed to be the 4 salamanders and what?
You saw the 4 salamanders are in the forge room, but Staunton Vane's journal says that the guardian of the banner itself is a shadow demon called Eustoriax, who's down there. So that's at the very least what you are facing to get the banner. You know that there are 4 salamanders in the forge room, and you know that Eustoriax is guarding the banner because he's been ordered by Pontivicius to do so. After that, you don't know what's down here. There could be more. That could be it. There could be more than that. You don't know. So maybe if there's ways to tell from a divination standpoint what else is down here, that might be handy. I don't know, Lothar. I don't know, Lothar, what your divination capabilities are, whether they would.
Well, I have access to all 1st through 3rd level clerics.
Good point. Yeah. All right. So you could.
But there aren't very many 1st through 3rd level cleric spells that provide that kind of information. Augury just tells you if an action would be good or bad.
Right.
And the greater or the better divination spells aren't until higher levels, so I don't have those yet.
Good point. Okay.
Yeah, you got locate object, locate creature, or I think.
Locate objects is 3rd level. It's
maybe locate. Is it locate? Is there a spell called locate creature?
Yeah, it's higher though, I think.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Locate object is 3rd level. I can do that with rest, but I think that the let's see, divination, I think, is higher level.
Yeah, locate creature is a 4th level spell.
And it's not for cleric.
Not a cleric spell either. Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
That is weird.
So divination is a 4th level spell. I don't have it.
Okay.
Speak with ancestors is a 4th level spell. I don't have that either.
So your max, the highest level spell you can cast is 3rd?
Right.
Okay.
And I don't know, but I think at this point, I don't believe it's going to change even if I were to level up. I think it's going to be 2 levels before I get those spells.
So locate objects going to be our best.
Let's just go ahead and take a look, shall we?
Now, I'm pretty sure I don't get 4th level spells till 8th level.
Checking.
9th level.
4th level spells come at 7th level.
7th? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's next level.
So when I level up, I'll be able to get probably a single 4th level.
Hey, we just killed a bunch of vampires.
And then I can do divination. But until then, no help.
Okay.
But perhaps we should exchange some emails on this.
Indeed. So yeah, I was going to say lots to think about between now and next Sunday, but it is after 11 o'clock. I know people have work in the morning. I don't, but some people do. And I think that's where we'll stop.
Hey, Les, thanks for getting Careless Whisper stuck in my head.
So it took me a while to, I was like, one of the things that bugged me about using Zoom as opposed to the onboard stuff is I couldn't do the music anymore. So I was like, there's gotta be a way. There's gotta be a way to bring the music. So I found a way.
More of that.
All right. Night, guys. Have a good week.
All right, you too.
Hey.
Yep.
Before everybody goes, I just want to say.
Do you know what's funny, Les? Do you know what that song reminds me of?
What? Working at Garibaldi's.
Yes, mopping the floors at Garibaldi.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Reminds me of
Played incessantly on it.
It was incessantly on the loop. You had to listen to it 18 times a day.
I know, it was brutal. Absolutely brutal.
This reminds me of standing on the wall, terrified of girls on the dance floor.
Les?
Yeah.
You got my last note?
I did. Yep.
Okay.
No problem. No problem.
Last picture.
Yep.
I know.
All right. Good night, you guys. Thanks again.